more information, and he's just been really busy, I guess. I'm still interested to know what it is. I don't know. He says the link might be associated with dark web stuff. I don't really like going on the dark web, but I'll definitely check it out, most likely.
Yeah, I'm curious. Real curious.
Yeah, he's mentioning rituals a lot. So some sort of ritual that we have to do to be able to get to whatever point he wants us to get to. But yeah, the people are still voting right now. It's at 422 votes. The majority's a no. It does not represent hate or racism.
Yeah, I'll do another jig in this podcast so that we can turn it into a meme. That's the reason I wore this Topshelfers shirt, so that way if it does blow up as a meme,
perfect
advertisement.
The sneaky memes. My favorite comment on
turn it into a TikTok.
Oh no, probably should though. My favorite comment on this whole thing, after so many people were arguing and blah blah, this guy just types in, his name is James. He just put, "I like turtles."
That's very funny.
So my guy knows what's up.
All right, man. That's a lot of activity for our channel, though.
Yeah,
I was like,
go watch our fucking videos, people.
If one person from that, tunes in, then
that's a win.
Yeah, look, they made the green screen look quite a bit better doing it that way, because I think, like you were saying before, it was focusing on the green screen, kind of thing, or something. But yeah, now that I put it in the full screen mode, put it on manual focus all the way out, and then add the green screen after. So
yeah, it looks a lot. We look a lot
at least
better.
More clear, like sharp on the edges and stuff.
Right.
So
I like that my backpack's getting picked up because it looks like my backpack has cool colors.
Right. I don't know how blurry it's gonna look afterwards. It's not until it's big screen that I notice we're blurry.
But... Well, I mean, honestly, when I'm going through all these and cutting them down, your mic's not on.
Did it turn on? No, it's on.
One of them is not getting picked up.
Oh. Yeah, it's fine.
Hey, Skeptalk!
Fuck. No, because you know what that means, right?
Thank you for the sub, man. What?
The way I had it set up, we'd have to exit everything out. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Hello? Why did it do that?
7. Much appreciated. What have you been up to? How's the streams been going?
It's not turning on. Fuck.
Ryan Matthews says, I feel like I'm traveling through a quantum tunnel or something. Yeah, it's real weird. We're having one of our mics just turned off for some reason. We're not quite sure why.
It's on, though.
Like, it won't go through our whatchamacallit. Skep Talk says shit's been super dope. That's what I like to hear, man. You always been putting out great content, so hopefully the viewership's been growing. Sound just got louder? Huh.
I don't know why my mic's not working now.
I don't know either.
I'm trying to plug it in and plug it back on.
That's
always the go-to.
It was just working a second ago.
Yeah. And it was still turned on.
Yeah.
So
Audio problems, right?
Oh, wait. Did it go? There we go.
Weird.
Hopefully it's still, picking me up a little bit. The noise suppression will be turned off, but at least my mic's on now, so. But yeah, Skeptalk, I saw you were doing your history one the other day. I liked your setup. Sorry if I just made it loud, but sounds better. Alright, cool. But yeah, your history one looked dope. watching for a bit at work while I was working. At work when I was working. The screensaver from Windows XP, right? Now it's changed. Yeah, like when you would, yeah, it's dope. I liked your setup of it, too. Sounds like a lot of work, though. I was gonna say, oh yeah, like when you would play music on, XP or
Yeah.
the little reminds me of that too.
It's definitely a cool background.
Mhm. What's up, peeps? How you guys doing?
Yo, boy, Polly Wally.
What's up? How you guys
and
doing?
Rabbit. 1, 2, 3. All right, troops.
Oh shit.
Skip Talk, somewhere around 8 hours of show prep per episode.
That's not like too crazy, but like it's quite a bit.
Definitely quite a bit.
Yeah, it's more than my lazy ass puts in.
Yeah, I think the most that I do for topics now is like 2 hours.
Yeah. You like PlayStation? I haven't played PlayStation in a couple years, but yeah. Got nothing wrong with PlayStation.
Yeah, I dig PlayStation, y'all. Ya boy. I have the PS4, but I haven't played much of it. Yeah, we're both pretty much PC guys and Xbox.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Forgot I was wearing those. Just getting a beer.
Skirt. Skeptic says I love PlayStation, but then I hit puberty.
Get more beers.
Gotta get more beers.
It's like I'm just floating on by.
Ryan says one cool aspect of the internet is that you can visit like 100 people, ask the same question, and get a range of reactions, like a social experiment. I agree with you. That's the cool thing about the internet.
You've probably not fucked a chick in a long time. Well, you're goddamn right. Unless you count my hand. I like to put googly eyes and little tiny hairs on there so it looks like a girl. Maybe some lipstick.
Gotta do the lipstick. It's like the Jennifer Lopez from South Park.
Yeah. Or I paint my fingernails red so it looks like a girl's doing it.
There you go. You'll get manicures and pedicures just so it looks better.
Yeah. I'm like, man, it's just like a girl's jerking me off.
That's when you use your left hand, too.
Mm-hmm.
You have red fingernails and a left hand. Then we're really talking.
Wait, what'd you just say? Fingernails and left hand?
Yeah.
Makes sense. You gotta sit on it first.
Yeah, exactly. Make it go numb a little bit.
You guys never even fucked a chick? Nah, man. I'm a virgin.
Yeah, that's for cool kids.
Goddamn heathens. Saving myself for marriage.
Yeah, sex before marriage? What do we look like?
Yeah, come on.
That's way too sketchy for me. No way.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want cooties. Gotta avoid the cooties. 2019.
Where did I move my little cursor out of the way? Ugh. How was your weekend, then?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. I don't know. Didn't do a whole lot. Worked and talked to my hand a lot. A whole lot.
Do you guys take song requests? Nah, my guy.
No, sorry. We put these up on you would flatten a girl chunk. Solid.
That's
Now
his go-to. It's his kink.
That's my kink, dude. Don't kink shame me.
Yeah.
We don't do song requests just because we put these on YouTube, and YouTube likes to copyright us, so.
Yeah, they'll probably get mad about this background, but fuck them.
Hopefully not.
Oh, man. I keep making the mistake of allegedly using people's little dab pens, and then I'm just fucking done.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there. We were playing poker, and I was like, God, I shouldn't have done that. I'm just trying to, like everything kept saying, Forrest, did you put in yet? And I was like, fuck, I don't know. Did I bet? You fucking tell me. What about if it's not copyright?
Yeah, we're still just not going to do song requests. It's not something that we want to get in the habit of doing.
Yeah, we're more of a podcast than
Plus, then we start getting people who song request troll shit. That's just like the moon dude who says the N word a bunch or shit like that.
Did you play Free Space? I'm not sure what that is, Ryan.
You never heard of Free Space?
No. Wait, have you?
No, I've never heard of
I
it.
thought you said you've never heard of like getting mad like you fucking idiot. You never
you
heard of
under
Free
a
Space? You
fucking rock,
fucking-
Patrick the Star. Grow
you
the fuck up.
fucking dummy. No, I haven't.
You watch UFC? I do watch UFC a whole lot.
Some other dude was challenging Connor again. I saw.
Everyone is. Well, the big one now is Cowboy Cerrone against Connor.
Yeah, but that's what they want. But they said it may not be the money one, so they're like, I can't remember which dude it was, but WWE,
No.
I fucking choke slam some hose off the top rope, my guy. Fucking swam Tom bomb him. Yeah, I'm like, come here, girl, and I fucking whaddin'.
Yeah, no, I definitely never watched WWE.
Man,
I think the Cerrone Connor would be the money fight because I know you don't like Cerrone, but the rest of the world does.
I mean, I just don't like cowboys.
Yeah, but he lives the life for sure.
Yeah, if they live it, I'm okay with it. I just them country boys.
The guy on the right looks like a white Mark Henry.
The fuck is Mark Henry? Let's look
He's
it
a
up.
WWE guy.
Oh, is that what you're asking? You've been getting the roast lately. What? Oh,
Damn.
that guy's buff as fuck.
I
It's pretty good.
like that.
That's a good one. Can we say? Wait, hold on. I haven't even thought about that voice in ages.
We have the meats.
Wait, huh? Is it just like real deep?
I don't remember. It's now the dude who voices a bunch of. He voices Archer, who does the commercials now.
Yeah, fuck. I can't even think of it. I'll try though. We have the meats. Nah, man, it's not good. I couldn't do it. What? That skinny. I'll allow it. I'll allow this. That skinny cunt is tripping. It's only Cerrone gone for the fight. Okay.
I mean, everyone's always trying to fight Connor because everyone's trying to get paid.
Mm.
I mean, what are the options right now for people who really want to see? Of course, everyone wants to see him fight Diaz again. I don't. I'm tired of it. I don't want to see. I mean, he can try and fight Habib again, but he's going to get worked the same way. I think the Cerrone would be a good fight. I think Tony Ferguson would be a good fight.
Curious who this is, man.
I mean, if he wants to go up in weight, there's more options, but
Oh, gotcha. John Benjamin.
yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
The skinny cunt versus Cejudo. Funny enough, the skinny cunt weighs like 25 pounds more than Henry Cejudo fights at.
Come here, little fella. Just get my ass kicked.
I imagine you watch the TJ Dillashaw Henry Cejudo fight. I don't know. Seemed like they called it early, but at the same time, if they didn't call it, was TJ just going to take even more punishment? He seemed like he was all there, but I don't know. I didn't think Henry Cejudo won the fight against Demetrius Johnson either, but I'm a big Demetrius Johnson fan, so maybe I'm just biased.
I'm gonna open this bad boy up and save it for later.
Or not.
Yep. There we go. I won't do it next to the mic, sorry guys.
He's just opening a beer with his teeth because he's cool. I don't know. Sounds like a little beaver.
Come on.
Yeah, it did seem premature, Ryan. I don't.
Maybe Pabst cans are harder.
Maybe you're just being more of a pussy right now.
Maybe.
I'm just kidding. Like,
There we go.
do you need a cup?
Yeah, I got a cup.
You need to turn your mic back on.
Yeah. Oh, it was on the whole time. Sorry, guys.
Your boy says, right here's a question. Your dad has 1 inch of his dick in your ass.
I'm like a
you
little
have
beaver
1
boy.
inch of your dick in your mom. Do you move forward or back? I jumped straight up.
Wait, what was the question?
If your dad has 1 inch of his dick in your ass, but you have 1 inch of your dick in your mom, do you move forward or back?
Is both an option?
Yeah, is gyrate an option?
Yeah.
I'm just jumping straight up and seeing what the results are. What's your question, Rabbit?
I will take B for my dad's dick in my ass.
Nothing new, right?
Look at that. Look at that danger can now, though.
That's saying you did pour it into
I
the
did too
cup.
big of gaps. That's why I didn't rip the first time. Nice.
Noise.
I'm all sticky. But what's new, right?
Yeah. Welcome to the day in the life.
Yeah.
One sticky boy.
I've spilled beer on the shirt both times I've worn it.
Damn. One messy guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rabbit, what's your question before we start moving on to some segments?
Mm-hmm.
Some segment boys. Is your question,
We'll actually get to the show.
do you want fat clouds? I'm going to give you one.
I thought you were going to say you want fat cock.
Fat cloud for you. Just kidding, dude.
Do you know what I haven't used in a while? My nice lumbar support.
I was watching the one video, and if the clouds get thick enough, it fucks with the green screen.
Not really.
Yeah.
Oh! I thought look at that. Damn.
If you have two girls, both ages have to add up to 20. No. We ain't doing that.
I think I need a lower number.
Don't say that. Rabbit, this is a trap, and I'm not answering your question.
0 and 20.
Yeah, there you go.
What if you have sex with a pregnant girl? Does that count? What, a pregnant 20-year-old, does that count?
Yeah, there you go. Ryan says, if you're on Deal or No Deal and you were left with only one case to open, plus your original choice, and they offer you a choice of swapping cases, is it mathematically advantageous to swap cases?
What now?
No, I mean, I guess it would just, I don't think it's, I don't think that there's really any, I think it's all luck. I don't think it'd be advantageous to switch or not. I think you would just have to go with your gut, because either way, it's 50-50 shot.
Alright, what's your first segment?
Let's do Sex Shop Chronicles since we got some meme boys in here.
Yeah.
It's always a classic.
Precious Sex Shop Chronicles.
We've been doing a segment on here now. I think this is part 8 or 9. The backstory is we have a friend who works up in an adult entertainment store or a sex shop in Colorado. And as you can imagine, she has tons of stories. The store has an arcade booth area, which, if you're unaware, is you pay for an allotted time. You go back and you can go in the booth by yourself, watch some porn, do your thing. There's glory holes, or you can bring people in with you. You kind of get the idea. After the first episode, she mentioned that she has regulars to the store. We got very curious of what type of people would be a regular at an adult entertainment store. So we've been getting biographies of these people. And tonight, we have Mark as our bio.
Ooh.
So we'll go through the bio, and then we have a story for the night as well from the store. Mark is a regular preview and arcade customer. He's homeless and would come to the store pretty much every night and sleep in the preview booths. He's a booster, which if you don't know...
Booth booster.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, okay.
You're good. Which if you don't know means that he steals from retail stores and sells the stolen merchandise for a lower discounted price. Kind of like what you see at like sports events where there's dudes out front with tickets and stuff. He had recently come to us and told us that Allie used to let him steal from us in exchange for drugs. Now, previous episodes have explained who Allie is. She is a woman with many face piercings and a clown fetish that used to be a coworker of our friends, and she was a shitty coworker, obviously.
Clown fetish.
When Mark would come into the store, he would always pay for a booth at least once or twice a night, but the main reason he came into the store was to sleep. The girl who replaced Allie, who works overnights, befriended Mark, and would let him stay for as long as he wanted. We all would buy the stuff Mark was selling, and were all pretty friendly with him, all except our janitor Carlos, who is 70 and takes his job far too seriously. He didn't take very kindly to Mark sleeping in the arcade all night for some reason. For the past month and a half, Carlos really had it out for Mark. He would go out of his way to make Mark's life a living hell. Honestly, I didn't get it. He never caused any trouble in the store and was very respectful and protective of all the girls who work here. Still, Carlos would continue to harass Mark and would constantly talk about how he would get Mark banned no matter what it took. All the tension between Mark and Carlos finally came to a head last week. It was around 7:30 a.m. and I had just showed up to do shift change and relieve my coworker. She informed me that she had just sent Carlos upstairs to kick a gentleman out who had been in the preview booth all night. I asked her if Mark was in the store, because his bags were on the side of the register. She just looked at me and said, "I hope he's smart enough to hide from Carlos." Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Gosh dang. Got the coughs tonight. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. My coworker and I heard yelling coming from upstairs. We had hoped it was the gentleman he initially went to kick out of the booth. However, we quickly learned that he had discovered Mark sleeping in one of the booths. We could hear them yelling, and then Carlos came down the stairs and said, "That motherfucker is banned. I don't care what any of you have to say about it." Carlos then went outside to throw the trash. Mark came storming down the stairs a few minutes later and went to leave the store. I was in the middle of a transaction with another customer when I heard Carlos yell, "Have fun in hell, motherfucker." Outside the front door, as I turned around, I saw Mark push Carlos to the ground. Carlos got up and he was honestly shitted. Or he was honestly shitted, is how it said. I don't think this man realized he couldn't just be rude and not expect people to retaliate. Carlos must not have had enough, though, because he got off the ground and continued to yell at Mark. Mark charged at Carlos and pulled a knife on him. Mark caught Carlos' elbow with the blade, but Carlos ran inside and locked the door, preventing Mark from causing any more damage. We spent the next 2 hours on the phone with our corporate office, filling out police reports and being questioned by the police. Needless to say, Mark is now banned from all of our locations. Carlos got what he wanted, but I'm really bitter about not getting $15 makeup from Sephora. Damn. Mark was the plug. The Sephora plug.
It's real shitty. Mark be wildin' with that knife, though.
Yeah. Man, looks like we missed a whole lot of weird questions.
It's the same one twice. And they were talking about deal or no deal. But I got pee quick. Oh, man, I really got to take these wheels out of this bad boy.
Yeah.
Try standing up. And whoa.
You start breaking some ankles.
Yeah, but at least I can cruise back there. Oh.
You just fall? Oh. He's got Heelys in. I mean, at the end of the day, Ryan, I wouldn't switch my case if it, in the end, regardless, because, I mean, there wouldn't be any point. Plus, mentally, I'd rather stick with my case in hopes that what I chose was the best one, because you'd feel much more shitty if you exchanged it and then lost, or got the lower amount. Rabbit says Heelys are a bit sus. No, Ryan, I would definitely not switch my case. I would personally feel worse if I switched my case and I had the better case originally.
Sounds like you're wearing Topshelfers.
It sounds like the Monty Python and the Holy Grail of the coconuts for the horse trotting.
Wait. No, I can't do it.
But another classic episode of Sex Shop Chronicles. You heard it here first.
Took my wheels out.
No, Ryan.
I'll roll on the haters later.
I don't think there can be a mathematical equation based off of deal or no deal.
Wait, what now?
Well, he's saying it's more advantageous to switch your case if you have one left. But I don't understand the reasoning behind that, because what if at the start of the game you picked the case that you would have switched to at that point? Like, it still doesn't matter. I think it would just be a gut decision. I don't think there's really any basis on it.
Goal or no goal? That's what I say.
Because to me, if let's say there's $100,000 and $200,000 on the table, your case is going to have one or the other. The other case is going to have one or the other. How is it a mathematical equation to go with switching it? Besides getting allegedly too high to play poker, did you do anything else fun that weekend?
Let's see. What do we do Friday? Let's see. I don't know. I think I just came here Friday, right? For sure. Didn't do anything else. Saturday, I sat at home most of the day and then went over to Manuel's and we just played card games. Pretty fun, though. Drink a whole lot of beer. Made a lot of jokes.
Were you just not feeling Sundance?
I just slept all day, so by the time... If I went to Sundance, I don't think anyone really wanted to go, like, for the most part. So maybe next weekend, but, I don't know. I kind of, the only... Like, if I went up, I kind of want to go up there and chill, like, if I go late, I just want to hang out on the bars, like, instead of, going downtown to the bars.
Yeah.
Might as well go up to fucking Park City and maybe drink some beers with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
I don't know. So.
I did see a funny thing. I guess some dude saw Jason Momoa,
and
he was driving past him. He pulled out his phone to start Snapchatting, and Jason Momoa threw a snowball at him. All right, so Ryan says, let's imagine that at the start of the game, there are 1 million cases. After playing hundreds of thousands of rounds, you end up with 2 cases. The one you originally had and one other. Okay? Got you so far.
How do we get to deal or no deal?
No, I'm curious how this would be mathematically
deal or no deal. Howie?
Better to pick the other case.
This is dangerous.
Yeah,
it's like a saw.
There's a cup right there. You can
pour
it into.
That's not that cool though.
I don't think anyone noticed what you did.
Chandler was saying, this is just coolness for me though. Chandler was saying when I was cutting it the first time, the Manuel's video. I don't know if you heard him in the video. He's like, he's gonna get scars like the Joker.
Oh,
I'm turning it.
So Ryan says, think about this. Your probability of winning the game at the start is less than 1%, but now it's 50-50. It's more likely a 90% victory if you switch cases. No, that doesn't make sense. I'm sorry.
It's like this. You're not seeing it the right way, Wes. Say you buy a lottery ticket, right? You buy 5 of them. 5 of them. If you buy 5 of them, you have like a 60% chance of winning the lottery.
For sure. 10 out of 10.
Come on, you gotta count your odds, Wes. Do you know math or something?
For sure. Let's go buy some lottery tickets.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy 12 of them and pretty good chance I'm gonna win.
And your boy Polly, be nice to Ryan. He's a good guy. He's been watching and supporting us for a long time. And he's brought a lot of very interesting topics to the table. What's up, Anubis? Welcome back, man. It's been a minute.
Hello, Anubis. Check it out, Anubis. I'd shoot the top off a can. I'm like Lil Beeve.
Lil Beeve. That would be the best rap name.
Lil Beeve.
Lil Beeve.
Lil Beeve back at it again.
He could talk about what all the other kids are talking about nowadays.
Chewing wood.
Yeah.
Lil Beeve, the only thing I do better than eat puss is chug beer. It was usually milk, but I get sick if I chug milk, so...
It could be a whole metaphor. Chewing wood could be talking about taking lots of Xanax. All the kids would love it.
Lil Beeve, yeah.
Lil Beeve. Little beef on the track.
Yeah. Lil Beef, I like it.
That'd be so cool. Let's make an album. It's the Big Papa Grande Lil Beef album.
What's the guy's name in Drake and Josh? Crazy Steve?
Oh, yeah.
Is that his name? I don't know, Beef Steve, but...
And then the fan theory is that he kidnapped Miranda Cosgrove from Drake and Josh. And then forces her to make an online TV show.
That's what I did Friday. Me and Chandler allegedly did some other stuff too that night too. And then he just fucking put on the first episode, Drake and Josh. And that shit's fucked up, man.
Is it?
Like, there's like that, they're watching a little baby, but I was like, I don't think this is like, this would be against the law now. It's just like this, the baby's crying the whole episode, and it's an actual baby. I was like, they just made this fucking kid cry to make this show. And then like the baby's naked because they're changing its diaper, and it's like obviously like cold, like the baby's like shaking, and Drake's holding it, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? This shit's fucked up.
I've never seen that episode, I don't think.
It's the first one ever. Sorry about our internet.
He grew a mustache?
Yeah, in one of the episodes of Drake and Josh. And he had a girlfriend from the movie theater.
It's been a while, I guess. Don't quite recall that.
Yeah. Sorry about our webs. They're back now, but it just be like that sometimes. You think it don't, but it do. Wonder where that Schulte boy is tonight.
Did you just allegedly take things that started with the alphabet?
What?
Think about it. Did you just allegedly take things that started with the alphabet?
I didn't take any things. I breathed in things that were burnt.
Oh. Okay. I thought you were talking about taking other things.
No way. That skinny case is going to have a Me Too case soon?
That skinny cunt.
Why? Are you going to come over and I'm going to sexually assault you?
So Ryan says, imagine you're standing in front of 1 billion doors. Right? Only one has the prize. You choose one, then you eliminate 999 million doors that don't have the prize. Switching doors to the correct option.
What?
Yeah, but in Deal or No Deal, there's prizes in both doors. So why would you switch? And it's 100% unpredictable, because I mean it literally is a 50-50 shot, because if you do switch cases, you can still lose. And I've seen it on the show happen. As a matter of fact, I think it was on the newest season. There was some cocky kid. He went down. There was $100 left, and then there was like 200,000. He switched the case and he got $100. So, your boy Paulie asked, "You guys tried acid?" Allegedly, yes.
What is drugs?
Yeah, what are the drugs?
Speaking of acid, I was using some acid cleaner today, and it fucking got over my elbow, and it fucking burnt me.
Damn, dude. Where's some fucking
I was like, I'm not high at all. I need
didn't-
some fucking elbow gloves. God.
This didn't do the thing.
Yeah, just burnt me.
Yeah, we actually have a funny story about allegedly that product. And,
See, I'm a good, God-fearing Christian.
great.
I will never...
We're getting conservative character tonight. Wonderful. Allegedly, maybe. We ain't trying to incriminate ourselves here. You
No, I've never done any drugs, and I never will. See, you know what happened here? I fucking was... Some Satan worshiper drew on me or something. God doesn't, it's like putting bumper stickers on your Ferrari. You wouldn't graffiti a temple. God,
Right.
it's
Yeah,
fucked
and
up.
the body is your temple.
Yeah. Nope. Not this guy, not never.
You were sleeping and then you woke up and someone had graffitied all over your body.
But that was God's test to me, so I kept
Jesus
him.
Christ. I don't think I hate any character more than the God-fearing Christian character, because it just makes me want to strangle people. No, you boy, he's trolling.
No, I'm not. Nope. See, once you become a legal age, you can drink alcohol. But if you start smoking the marijuana, aka the devil's lettuce, that's a fucking straight trip down. So, see, you heathen rabbit, God is real. If God's real, if God isn't real, how do you explain why a banana fits perfectly into your hand?
I hate you so much.
Explain that. It peels.
We have the three rivets right here to perfectly hold a banana.
You can pop it open like a soda can, and it's just perfectly.
Don't forget that when you peel it, it's perfectly matched so it doesn't hit your hand.
Perfect. Yeah. Prove me wrong there, bud. You can't, can you?
Sorry, Ryan. We usually agree with a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one because there's no. It's not mathematically different to switch it or not. Either way, it's still random.
What a nice little lid.
Little lid.
Yeah.
How much to swallow that lid?
Dude, I would die. I would have to crack it first just in case it gets lodged.
Can you crack it? Because I want to see that.
Yeah, I for sure can.
Hey!
See, now I swallow it and I can...
Now you can breathe.
Yeah.
Coincidence. God's no real. Yeah, you right.
What do you... Yep.
I'll pull up our next segment here, see what you guys want to hear, because I got a lot tonight. I was doing some good research. Ayo, Salty Frank in the building. So, we could start with Salty Frank's narration of
We can't do that.
a story. We have some new urban legends, some crazy UFO news. Now, it's not necessarily based around just UFOs, but this man claims to be a time traveler, and he's making some fascinating predictions about the future.
Blasphemy.
It's...
Oh, unless it's God. Did you know in the Book of Mormon there's 3 people that are still alive, I believe? For some reason, their spirits were already in heaven or something. I don't know. I don't really remember.
Okay.
But they're just alive still. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Don't believe that. New World Order stuff. So the conspiracy that there's a New World Order trying to take over everything. Some crazy news articles, some hot topics, some controversial stuff, and then we have a new creature feature. So a mythological creature that we explain the origins of.
I think what we should do for the creature feature is like randomly just pull up some real gross looking person and just for like 10 minutes just go, oh God.
Oh, Jesus. We can write a improv story about what a day in their life is.
Yeah. See, I always feel like, I don't know, I can't like make fun of people's shits like seriously.
Me neither.
Like, certain things that you can't control, because I'm like, God, it's gonna happen to me, like, just because I made fun of it.
True.
So
I always say this.
I'm not trying to catch a chromie, so.
Jesus, yeah. If you can't make fun of yourself, you can't make fun of others. So
Yeah. Well, I can make fun of myself, but I still don't want to.
So I always say I'm a big heckin' chonker.
Yeah,
People are like, damn.
Chungus, baby.
Chungus Gaming 2019.
Absolutely. Did you see the chick I posted on Twitter? She's 15 and she benched like 380 pounds or something.
Jesus.
And she's, only 15, but she's hefty. And I said,
yoked.
absolute unit.
Yeah, fucking the real unit.
Those big juicy booties.
What are you talking about? Oh, what's your favorite porn? Ask your boy. Whatever one's on the homepage.
The one
I
you
ain't got time
have.
to search.
Yeah, I've got time for that. I'm just ready to bust a nut. I got 20 seconds to be in and out of the hub, so. The one you have on the short creepypasta more than the creepy side, less on the story side. Alright. Well, we can pull it up.
Do you need to set up headphones?
Shit. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that right now.
So our moderator here, Salty Frank, is narrating stories for us every now and then. So we're going to go ahead and pop on and listen to the one he's done for us this time and see how it goes and what it's about.
Okay, now I have to come
We just need to set up our headphones so there's not going through twice.
Not going through. Fucking what is happening?
Damn, I feel so off tonight. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I feel you. I get that way too. Speakers 5. I have got my days. Sometimes I don't feel like getting out of bed. Sometimes I have too much energy and I dance on stream. Oh shit, what's up, my guy? Okay.
Where's Wiener Stanley? Man, Wiener Stanley's been on a fucking adventure, my guy.
I've got a wiener for you. I've got a story for you tonight, but
I mean, if you have pressure for us enough, he'll tell you one, but you gotta really get him going.
okay.
The
So,
classic Wiener Stanley.
just put on headphones so it doesn't sound
If
like.
you guys don't know who Wiener Stanley is, if you click on our videos section and scroll down, there's the tale of Wiener Stanley. It's a 10 out of 10. Wouldn't mean
Wiener
again.
Stanley. Where'd I put that? Creepy.
Beats by
Beats by Salty. Is your
when he hands you the cord to plug it in. Oh fuck, put it in.
yeah.
There we go.
Okay, let's make sure.
No.
Okay. Damn,
No.
Salty, that sounds good. Or no. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit.
Without further ado,
Salty motherfucking Frank.
Your house is not haunted by Reddit user Quack Nate. My occupation has taken me through a lot of homes over the years, and you wouldn't believe how many mundane things people are attributing supernatural origins to. People, grown men and women, huddle up in their beds, shaking in fear of even the most normal sounds. Below I will list some of these sounds and what they actually are, so you guys can hopefully get your heads right. Ethereal moans. So you're in bed, and you hear
Damn.
a weird low groan from somewhere in the
sounds
house.
so fucking good.
Oh no, it's obviously a ghost. No, 9 times out of 10 that's gonna be your refrigerator. Just last night I heard mine make a noise straight out of a horror movie. Your refrigerator has a radiator, which moves air around. The coolant system compresses the air through a super tiny hole, and when everything in the house is shut off, it can sound pretty weird. Creaks and bangs. You hear a small creak, or some quick pop. Something's in the house. No, there isn't. This is your house settling. Every time. Guess what? Your house is mostly made of wood, and wood expands and contracts pretty wildly with temperature. As the air around your house heats up during the day, the studs in your house press together, building pressure where they meet. As they cool, the wood contracts, where the pressure eases up enough. Sometimes it seems where the studs meet, it can shift suddenly. Every now and then, this can be pretty loud, but it's not a big deal. Hisses and other high-pitched threatening noises. We've all seen Lord of the Rings. You know when there's a wraith around? No, you don't. And it's probably your central air conditioner, as they build up condensation, which is collected in a container of some sort. Since these systems are normally not on an exterior wall, this water needs to be moved out of the house. If there isn't a drain set specifically for your AC, which isn't standard, it is likely pushed out through a small mechanical pump. This causes all kinds of noises, all of which are harmless. Really loud banging from the crawl space. Something is under the house. The undead are rising from their graves and are going to break through the floor any minute. Nah, this is in all likelihood a water heater or furnace of some kind. They can get really loud and dangerous sounding if they aren't well maintained. It could even sound like it's going to explode. It's not though. Maybe have an HVAC guy come and take a look though. Clanging. It's the ghost of Christmas past. Clanging together chains and coming for you. Or you know, it's your pipes. Water will move through them sometimes through the night, and as pressure changes and water accelerates through them, they can move pretty drastically. They'll bang into their supports or other pipes, in rare cases. Again, this is normal and fine. Whispering. What was that? No one is around, but someone is clearly whispering. I can't make it out. Is this some demon language? Am I about to be possessed? No. This is most likely your mind playing tricks on you. If you're running a fan in your room, guess what? You're filling your room with white noise. Your brain wants very badly to find patterns on this noise, and will try to attribute the sound to something familiar. Most of the time it takes the form of whispers, but many different kinds of quiet audio hallucinations can be attributed to your brain trying to decipher white noise. Footsteps approaching your room. Now a lot will be freaked out if they hear this. That's understandable, but it's not a ghost or a phantom or a werewolf or a vampire or any other crazy made-up thing. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be scared. It's probably me, or someone like me. My occupation has taken me through a lot of homes over the years. You wouldn't believe the things that I hear.
Me neither.
Damn. Salty Frank's a killer.
Damn, that was a good one, Salt.
Yeah, I like that. I like the short and sweet. And it's like...
I like your music edit, too.
Yeah. What up, Kool-Aid?
What's up, Kool-Aid? How you doing? I got some nice...
Pabst.
I got some nice little Pepsi boys. Shoot the top off that one.
Doing wild boy things. Alright, Ryan says, imagine you're on a game show. Okay, imagining it. There are 1 million doors in front of you. 999,999 have nothing behind them. One has the prize. You choose one. Then 999,908 are removed. So you're left with 2. Would you switch doors, increasing your chance of switching? I don't understand how switching your door would ever increase the chance of winning. Just like switching the case would not increase your chance of winning. There's no... It's all random. I don't understand. Especially in Deal or No Deal. Both cases have something in it. And it's already predetermined what's in them. So it's not like... They claim that they don't know what's in the cases. So how would it increase your chance of winning by switching at the last minute? I don't... Maybe my brain doesn't wrap around this. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. Chloe says, shit, bro, about to turn on that Rick and Morty.
Nice, dude.
Hard to beat some Rick and Morty at the late nights.
Dude, so that show that dude told us to watch, Over the Garden Wall,
yeah,
real good.
Yeah?
It's a short series. It's I think it's like books is what it was.
Okay.
But so each episode's only like 11 minutes long. But like it's like, I don't know, I liked it a lot. It's that I'll have to show. I can show you, like, since it's 11 minutes.
Is it on? What is it on?
It's on Hulu.
Hulu?
But it might be other places, too. It's just it might be on Netflix, actually, too, because it's just a Cartoon Network show.
Oh, okay.
And it's just they have a follow-up to it, but the follow-up's like a kind of like a comic. Is what the second one is. But it has... I'll just show you after this. Since it's only 11 minutes, I'll show you my favorite episode.
Okay.
And there's like 10, 11-minute episodes, so like literally you can watch the whole season and out, like, you know.
Right.
But yeah, it's a pretty good little show. It's kind of dark, but funny and cute at the same time.
Does it have some good messages in it, or is
kind of? It's kind of like the style of it seems to me like what's it called? Like Cuphead, you know, like the art style a little bit. Like the kind of dark, like Cuphead. It's kind of like a dark, but Cuphead. But I'll show you.
Yeah. I want to go back and beat Cuphead. I don't know.
We never did, but
fuck that game. That's why we didn't.
Yeah, we should though one of these times.
So I have 3 urban legends for us. They're shorter, so it's not gonna take up time. I'm gonna go through. I found this website that gives the most popular urban legend per state. Last week we did Arizona. So right now I have Alabama. And it's the Hell's Gate Bridge. Which sounds spooky to me.
Mm.
It says, the generally accepted story of Hell's Gate Bridge starts in the 1950s. A young couple driving over the bridge somehow drove their car off the bridge one night and both drowned. Bunch of idiots.
I'm going to look at other backgrounds while you...
There are 2 legends associated with Hell's Gate Bridge. One, that if you drive your car out to the middle of the bridge and turn off your lights, the couple will magically appear in your car and leave a wet spot on the seat.
Just like any girl that gets in my car.
Damn. Doubtful. The other, which is how the bridge got its name, is the belief that if you drive over the bridge and look over your shoulder halfway through, the scenery behind you turns into a portal to hell engulfed in flames. Potentially to curb ghost hunters and bored teenagers, Hell's Gate Bridge is closed to cars, and in such despair that walking across is strongly discouraged. It's got to avoid that. So, Salty Frank asked Ryan Matthew, are you talking about, I think it's called the money half paradox? I mean, Ryan, I'm open to it. I don't quite understand it, because I guess the way you're explaining it just makes me think that it's still a 50-50 chance.
Damn, this is the background we needed when Salty was telling the story.
Right?
I feel warm just looking at it.
The next one's the Alaska. I'm just going to go in order, alphabetical order through all of them, unless we get people who really want to know their states while we're on here. Alaska is the Kushtaka of the Alaskan Triangle. Everyone knows the story of the Bermuda Triangle, but you might not know about the Alaskan Triangle. On average, 5 of every 1,000 people go missing in Alaska. According to the LA Times, so even if there's nothing supernatural going on, it's easy to get lost in Alaska wilderness. I'm not going to be able to pronounce this. The Tigit tribe that lives in Junia has their own explanation for the high amount of missing people.
The maggot tribe.
Evil spirits called the Kushtaka. The Kushtaka are shapeshifters, half man, half otter, that lure women and children to water with fake cries in order to steal their human spirit and drown them.
Damn, I've never heard of them before.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm curious about the Kushtaka.
It's like the fucking Eastern Frogmen, man.
Do you think they eat off their belly?
I hope so. Damn. They just got like human
skulls,
legs, but like an otter belly that they eat off of. The other one's an interesting one that we should have heard about. Maybe you've heard about it in like junior high. It's called the 999 charging myth. So the 999 phone charging myth is an urban myth which claims that if a mobile phone has low battery, then dialing 999 or any regional emergency number charges the phone so it has more power. This was confirmed as a myth by several British police forces who publicly cited the dangers of making such calls. The basis for the myth was a feature of BlackBerry phones. If the battery level was too low, the phone automatically locked down phone features and shut down the phone radio for all calls except to emergency services. People discovered that if they dialed 999, then immediately hang up, it would override the shutdown for a number of minutes so the phone calls could be made. The myth is believed to have originated in BlackBerry forums around 2012. In 2013, Derbyshire Constabulary released a press release telling people not to believe the myth that calling 999 charges the battery. They cited that for every silent or aborted 999 call received, the operators have to call the person back to make sure there's no emergency.
So is it just 911 basically?
I think so, yeah. Maybe 999 is the equivalent in the UK. These hoax calls waste police time that could potentially block responses to real emergencies. Bedfordshire police also released information asking people not to call 999 except for an emergency, as they stated that the last 6 months of 2013, they had an increase in hoax 999 calls from people believing the myth. Other sources supplemented.
What year was that?
2013.
I don't know if it was hoax calls or good game 911 call.
Damn, I hated that so much. The 999 number is illegal. They also stated that the police could cut off telephones being used to abuse the 999 service. Now, I don't remember that, but
Me neither.
It kind of makes sense.
I don't know anyone that was using a BlackBerry in 2013, to be honest. After high school?
I think the BlackBerry is where it started, though. I think it might be any phone.
No, gotcha.
Yeah. Damn, is it hot in here?
I'm okay. Is it 'cause the fire?
Yeah, dude.
You getting toasty?
It's weird. I got, like, way hot.
After the fire? Damn.
I'm starting to sweat.
Hold on, let me put on a snow picture, see. that if you start getting cold after the snow video, it's gonna be like that book. Remember The Giver?
Oh yeah, fucking Giver, dude.
Snowy 10 hour.
10 hour.
Okay. I don't want sounds. Oh, that'll do though.
How beautiful.
I hope you start getting chilly now.
That'd be hilarious.
There we go.
Oh, so beautiful.
Did it cool you down a little bit?
No. I'm gonna go grab a water.
Okay.
Do you want one?
No, I'm good.
Oops.
Dancing on the phone.
Dance till you're dead.
That song just makes me want to groove. Both of them. I will dance till I'm dead if that song comes on. Oh, one is three, two. One of them's a lonely number. That's all I know. I'm not sure.
Two could be as bad as one,
No, gotcha.
but the loneliest number is the number one.
Yeah, that song's about my life.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty, man.
Oh yeah, that those Weezer covers are real fucking good. I listened to the whole album and they killed it. Every one of them. I listened to No Scrubs twice. It's killer.
Alright, so Salty's gonna explain this. You have two
I don't even know what's.
chances
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go.
to choose between doors A, B, or C.
I don't even know what's going on here, so I'm just gonna chill here and play with my Healy wheels.
So let's say you choose door C first, okay? Oh, my back, my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack.
That's how it goes.
Do you ever sometimes just like wipe your ass the opposite way, just to see what would happen?
Do what you just say?
Do you ever just wipe your ass the opposite way sometimes just to see what would happen?
Sometimes I just give it
Yeah.
the fucking gyrating scrub. I use like one of those green scrubbing thing, like the scrubbing pad on the sponge you use to clean your dishes.
Yeah.
Get that bad boy clean, or I'll use steel wool.
Damn, that'd really get it clean.
Yep, I just don't want, you know.
No,
You
that
never know when
fecal matter.
you never know when that ass is gonna get eaten, and
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin it forever just by having a dirty butthole. So I keep that shit prime.
It's true.
Keep that shit 10 out of 10.
Salty Frank says, let's say you choose A second. The game show host asks, are you sure you would like to change that? Now, at the beginning, the chance of each door being a winner was 1 out of 3. Right?
Dancing on the floor.
Following you so far, Salty. Oh no. As long as that picture still gotta exist. When Chandler has my face, he looks like that dude from that South African group.
Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't like adjust the size of the faces.
No.
So like the one, I don't have it anymore, but like the eyes were off the head, so we look like fucking Sid the Sloth. So these are real funny. What?
That's not okay.
Oh god.
Okay, Salty Frank says it's still 1/3 chance between the last two, but for some reason, if you switch, the odds go up too. Okay, but that makes even less sense. Why would it change the odds?
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck you guys be talking
Because if
about.
this is just some mathematical equation, it's bullshit. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So if you choose A second and locked it in, your odds are still 1/3, but if you choose to change it, it's 2/3. Yeah, I people can say it's a mathematical equation, but it doesn't. It's not going to change your odds in a game show at all. There's nothing that will change. If there's two options left on the board, it's already predetermined what those options are. Your odds don't change based on if you switch it or not. You're either going to have the winning one or you're going to have the losing one. If you switch, you're either going to have the winning one or you're going to have the losing one. There's no difference. It just doesn't make sense. I feel like that was some scientist who wanted to have his doctorate essay written about some bullshit. No, I mean...
I was lost long ago, so I've checked out.
Yeah,
I went to this game show stuff.
Yeah. Well, basically what it means, if you're in Deal or No Deal, you have 2 cases left. They're saying you have better odds of winning if you switch your cases.
Oh, gotcha.
But that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I would go ahead and keep that bad boy.
So Ryan says, because at the beginning of the equation, your odds were 2 out of 3 that you were wrong. So if you're likely you were wrong, then right at the beginning. No, I understand that your odds go up of winning if there's only 2 options left. But your odds aren't going to go to 2-3. That doesn't make any sense. If there's 2, use Deal or No Deal as your representation. If there's 2 cases left, they both have prizes in them. How are your odds better of getting a better prize if you switch? It doesn't make any sense. At all. Both have prizes. Both are already predetermined at the start of the game. So how are you more likely to win with the one that's not yours? You aren't. Sure, your odds are better at having better prizes, or your odds you're more willing to know what those 2 cases are at the end of the game because it tells you what those 2 cases are. It doesn't make any sense. That's why it's a paradox, Wes. And why do people talk about it? This is Salty says this is the fucking your own grandpa of game shows, but real. Never,
What?
never fuck your own grandpa.
What does that have to do with anything?
That got your attention.
Yeah.
Sometimes
You saying that you can't fuck your own grandpa? I'll show you fucking rock salt.
Don't tell me what to do. Me and my grandpeepaw have some fucking boundary issues.
You telling me Steve ain't taking dick?
Steve.
I'll prove you wrong, Salty. They call him Salty Steve because he's been taking my loads. Oh, man. I take that back. I'm sorry. That was disrespectful.
So, I'm just going to jump, because obviously I'm not understanding this paradox. So, I'm going to jump into this weird article that I came across that I don't know why it's on the internet. The title is Man Claiming to Be Time Traveler Makes Fascinating Predictions About 2019.
Ooh.
And this is by Sharina Buffa. Or Buffa.
Boofa. Both of them.
Both of them. Unless you're a psychic, you really cannot predict the future. And even if psychics get things wrong, many people don't even believe in psychics. And every psychic I have ever gone to will tell you that we are all psychic. We simply haven't learned how to tap into the muscle. But what about time travelers? Do they exist? Is it possible to travel in time?
Yes, me.
Damn, where are you from?
I fucking... Do you know like in Back to the Future where he's got to get up to 80 miles an hour?
Mm-hmm.
I fucking just got to go fast down a hill in my Heelys and I just... Zip.
Damn, you just fucking teleport?
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
That's what I gotta do, just find some hills and they call these the time traveling Heelys, baby.
That'd be a good movie premise.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what about time travelers? Do they exist? Is it possible to travel in time? They too predict the future because they claim to have already visited it. And according to an article published by Lad Bible, a man who goes by the name of Noah, the time traveler, has claimed to have been...
My guardian angel's a time traveler.
Damn. He has claimed to have been to the year 2030 and back. Noah gets into detail about what we can expect in the next 12 years here on Earth in a short documentary. He says he cannot stay in one place too long because the government is after him. I watched his video and will share with you some of the predictions he has made for us humans here on Earth. Example number 1. The aliens are coming. Noah claims the aliens come to Earth and will crash all over the place.
Fucking dummies, so they drinking and driving?
Of course. And we as humans will make peace with them. I guess we will live alongside these creatures and the super content about it. He says they will have bold skin and be slender-like. And will make us more united. He makes this claim while showing crumpled up library paper from the future detailing futuristic events. These aliens sound super ugly. Mr. Time Traveler describes these aliens not only as slender-like, but says they have a bold skin like that of an alligator.
I think what's fucked up
or
there,
seahorse.
judging them by their appearance.
Yeah.
You think by 2030 that you could... Wait, when was this? Oh, that's not the future. Yeah, I was going to say, you think by 2030 we would not be judging others by their appearance.
Right.
But apparently this article doesn't think so.
Apparently Noah doesn't think so. Humans and aliens will live in peace. Can you imagine this? Does this mean we will reproduce half human, half alien children too?
That's what I am.
Dream. Oh. Noah ensures us these creatures will unite us. Planet Louis 33, AK-369. This is the home of the planet the aliens will come from.
Did you say AK-69?
AKA 369. I don't know why.
I thought you just said AK-69.
No.
I was like, yeah, also known as Planet 69. Come on.
This is the name of the planet the aliens will come from. He says this is a very confusing planet, and they have more nitrogen than we do. The planet itself is called Louis 33, but the scientific name is 369. The goose drank wine, the monkey chewed tobacco on a stretcher line. What? I don't know why they put that there.
369, damn good time.
Time travel will be possible.
I told you it is.
If you ever wanted to be a time traveler, according to Noah, you will have the ability to do so in 2028.
I don't
But
believe this.
he has the capability now, and we're not sure why. He doesn't go into great detail about how one will do so. Another war will occur. Noah makes claims the United States will go to war with North Korea. He did not give this war a name and says that you may not believe this to be true given certain alliances, but North Korea will go back to its old ways. Human beings will connect to computers. No specifics on how this will play out. However, he indicates that this will be the first step towards mortality and that humans will plug into computers. Think the Matrix.
I already fucking do. I fucking pop that disk drive, baby, and plug right in.
God damn it. No more Common Core education. It seems Common Core will be out. It will be replaced with more personalized education. He says this will be highly effective and will all be based on testing.
No wonder there's time travel if there's actually personal education for every person.
Yeah, I think
I believe that.
That would be the win-win for everybody. Augmented reality? Say what? Supposedly you can...
My iPhone 10 has that, baby.
Yeah. Supposedly you can put some goggles on and see anything in the future, says our time traveler. Anything, the sky's the limit. He does not give a specific date on this, though.
Well, they already kind of have that, so man, this guy's... I don't know if he's just good at predicting, or if he just blanket statement shit, or if he's a time traveler, because everything he's saying is pretty possible, except for I don't believe time travel by 2028. That's only when I... 10 years?
I mean, the world's changing pretty
I'm gonna
fast.
be fucking... how old am I? I'm gonna be 35 years old, and I can just travel through time? That's a young man's game.
It gets more crazy.
Okay.
We will become one big country. New World Order coming next article.
It's like Futurama.
Noah makes a claim that the world becomes one big whole country. And since we will be one country, we will have one single flag, especially since we are all united hybrid of people and aliens. No description on what our united flag looks like, though. Global currency will be the rage. Since we will be one ginormous country, we will also have a global currency. I can't help admit that this would make foreign travel so much easier. More global warming. This is always a hot topic, and according to NOAA, this will be a huge crisis. He says there will be forest fires everywhere,
I'm sorry, guys.
and that some states will be covered in water. He states this will happen from 2019 to 2030. This is kind of weird. I believe I can fly. Like birds, humans will also live in the air, apparently, or in space, whatever you want to refer to it as.
Yeah, what does he mean by this, though, is my question.
As Noah says, as in above, as in below.
I don't even know what that means.
Humans will live on Mars. People who have discovered how to live on Mars and Planet Planet 369. If you already forgot what Planet 369 is, the planet where the aliens hail from. Seems we'll have many more real estate options in the next 12 years. This lady likes to throw in some real dumb
I was
shit.
just wondering if Lil Jon's the time traveler. Planet 369.
Damn, 369, dude.
Damn good time. Suck it to me, baby, one more time. Get low.
Is that Yin Yang Twins? Or...
Oh, yeah, it's Ying Yang. Damn, I don't know why I said
You
Lil Jon.
fucking nerd.
I'm a big dumb idiot.
So here you go. This
Ying
should be-
Yang Twins are the time travelers.
I
Planet
hope so.
369, baby.
Here we go. This is going to be exciting. Be prepared for UFO sightings in January 2019. NOAA specifically states that huge, massive UFO sightings will start to hit the new year, and they do not look fake, which is why we will begin to believe what we see.
Well, he's got 2 days for that to be real.
I saw one today down in Beaver, and it was awfully weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
I didn't see it. I saw a video of it.
Ah,
I
okay.
didn't go down to Beaver.
I was like, damn, what are you doing, Beav?
Dude, getting Beav.
You were just making rap videos, little Beav and Beaver.
Massive. Now, this is interesting. So, this article was posted December. Massive snowstorm in February 2019. There is that ginormous ass cold wave hitting the East Coast.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, it's with just a couple months away, NOAA claims the biggest snowstorm in history will hit the Midwest. He says multiple cities will be wiped out by this storm.
Guess we'll find out next month.
The likelihood that this could happen is possible because, let's face it, it's winter and the Midwest always gets hit hard with snow. No more blindness come April 2019.
Okay, I'll take that one.
For anyone who has never been able to see, NOAA makes a claim that a robotic eye will be introduced for the first time, and that anyone who has ever been blind will be able to see. This is a bold prediction, and who knows, scientists might be able to make this possible one day. Blindness isn't the only thing to be eliminated according to the time traveler. He indicates that an implanted chip will allow paralyzed people to walk again. This will be available in June of 2019.
Damn.
Time to get salty with people. Trump will be reelected. Analyze people. Trump will be reelected. Yes, on November 3rd, 2020, President Trump will serve a second term in office. These are just the facts he reminds us, and it's for whatever reason. Trump's opposing candidate for 2020 is? Who the heck knows? Trump wins 2020, says Noah, but who ran against him? He does not share this with us. How come? If we know who the winner is, we should also be told who his opponent is. Maybe it's an alien? Question mark.
What? That'd be the dream. That's only 1 year away.
Extraterrestrials in August 2028.
We have to wait that long to get them?
I don't know, according to Noah.
I can have bionic eyes, but I can't have goddamn aliens?
So it says, do you see a theme here? Again, he goes on about aliens, but later in the video he claims that he calls them extraterrestrials and says in August of 2028 is when it will be proven that they exist worldwide. People ever will believe due to some crash. Granddaughter of Martin Luther King to be president in 2028.
Okay.
I'll give him some credit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give him some credit on this one. Noah says the granddaughter of Martin Luther King Jr., Yolanda Renee King, will be elected president in the November 2028 presidential election. All at the ripe age of 20. Oh.
Unless they're finna change some constitutional ages. See, this guy he should have just kept with his guns, the generic,
Yeah.
Stuff that's probably gonna happen. The snowstorm, Trump being elected, whatever, And then he says the 20-year-olds, and I don't see the U.S. changing their constitution anytime soon.
They asked, what about the presidential election in 2024? No information is given. If I traveled in time, there'd be few things I'd want to know. Like who the next president in history will be. Not to mention he already disclosed the supposed results of 2020 and 2028. More brain power in February 2029. A chip that is known as the One will allow people to expand their brain power. He says that at this time of this recording, he had a chip in his wrist. The obvious holes in his story. He talks about random events, but never indicates how he actually traveled in time. Did he meet with Doc Brown and jump in a silver DeLorean outside the shopping mall? He left out all the good details. His mysterious library pages have no bearings. During his documentary, he is holding secretive library pages, but why? By traveling in the future and wanting to inform the people of Earth of what is yet to come, I'll be posting any and all proof of it all over social media.
Do you know what I have? The only reason I don't believe him. Why does he have library pages? Is there going to be future library in the future? I don't think so.
Possibly.
Goddamn Amazon's here, baby.
But yeah, the rest of this is just them saying like stuff that he doesn't get. Like he's fearful to share his knowledge of the future. So many years are just missing. Like he doesn't give anything.
Yeah.
Did nothing of importance occur between 2020 and 2027? What are lottery predictions? Different things like that. But I mean, it's one of those things, right? Where
he had me with like a lot of it's possible, but then he started saying stuff that I'm not so sure about.
Well, it's one of those things, right? Where it's blanket statements.
Yeah, exactly. And it's gonna be most likely proven wrong within 2 days.
Because we can make blanket statements about a lot of stuff. And
if we start seeing hella UFOs the next 2 days, then I'll believe him.
Right.
And if we don't have bionic eyes in the next couple months, then he's wrong.
Salty Frank says this is fake because it doesn't even have forest big things listed. Good night, Big Papa. Thanks for dropping by. Ryan Matthews asks, Orwell or Huxley? Who do y'all prefer? Well,
I don't know.
I only know Orwell.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know.
Salty had another good one here. Hold on. Forrest is actually only living on the podcast times, and then Healy time traveling other time.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
I just show up, there's
Right.
lightning, and I Healian wearing some new outfit. Oh, this is the future, baby.
Yeah.
Check out my new light up wheels I got in the future.
These are the Yeezy wheelies.
These are hovering. Oh, yeah, I'm wearing Yeezys. Damn.
That'd be the fucking...
Game changer.
I think we should
I'm
get in
carrying-
contact with Kanye.
I come carrying future Kanye. I brought him back.
He just looks exactly the same, just gray goatee and gray hair.
Wearing a MAG hat. Oh, Lord.
Or even my world domination of 2035, says Salty Frank. I don't know. It sucks being a skeptic of everything because who knows? Maybe some of this shit is real.
I'm most skeptical of this guy. Unless he's my fucking guardian angel, then I believe him.
Will you pull up a picture, type in Noah the Time Traveler? I want to see this guy looks
I was gonna ask. Just Google the time traveler. Because I saw another time traveler. Oh, was he on Reddit?
I don't know.
Because I saw one where the dude passed like the polygraph and stuff. This guy? Oh, is he the one?
I don't know.
Lie detector. That's when I saw it was the lie detector said it was true.
Wait, was that really a chip in his hand?
I don't know if they just put that with the picture or Daily Express, so I don't know if it seems like they just put that picture there. So that's what it looks like. Seems like he's... Oh shit, sorry guys. It's just us. Maybe we need to say this to get our podcast going.
They found me. I hope that's not him.
Let's see. Because the one like that I saw, it said, the time traveler one I saw... Lie detector. I'll go out of images, but they passed the lie detector test. Oh, it must be the same guy.
Huh.
If that's Noah. Let's see. The YouTube video. Yeah, but how we have to believe the YouTube video too, though. Not just Bitcoin will be increasingly popular, but pennies and cents will still be in use. I don't know. Does he know that he probably predicted that when Bitcoin was at its peak? Bitcoin's dead.
I mean, $3,000 per is not dead.
I mean, but it's yeah, you're right, but going way down.
Yeah.
Going from what it was to, yeah, you're right, it's not dead for sure, but I just know my Litecoin is dead. I bought it for $90, it got up to $600, and now it's worth $20. So I've lost a lot of money.
Crypto, man.
Yep. That's why I was holding on to it, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not going to sell it now, there's no point.
No.
So, yep, hopefully it just goes back up. Because all of them are, you see the graphs, and it's all just,
Right.
it's a constant going red.
Because it's just too much.
Yeah.
Too much, too fast.
Yep. It only got big because news made it big.
Yeah.
It's like, as people are getting at higher prices, it just inflates the price of it, so it just kept going and going and going and going. And then it got to 19, everyone's like, this is a bit much.
Well, and it's old news.
Yeah. True.
I feel bad for all those people who took out mortgages thinking that it was going to be the next huge thing.
Yeah, they were taking out mortgages of like $15,000 to $17,000, and then bought a bunch, and then they fucking dropped. Like, could you imagine losing, like, you now owe like $200,000 because you invested in Bitcoin?
I did my research, and all the experts say, don't do it. It's just not.
It's not a good investment at all. It was good if you bought it literally 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Or even 2, but like,
Yeah.
yeah. You just had to get in when it was starting off. That's pretty much how people got rich. There's people that are millionaires now because of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And most of them were drug dealers, so good on them.
Look, Ma, we made it.
Right?
We fucking out here.
We fucking did it. I gotta pee again. Goddamn beer. I even ate a bunch before, so I thought this wouldn't happen. Thought it would just absorb in me. I kind of want to look at these time traveler pictures. I guess we can pull them up on stream. Have we done this before?
What?
Pulled up the time traveler pictures?
I don't think so.
We can look at them.
The reason why I don't buy any of these is because Photoshop's too good.
Yeah, for sure. Like that one, for example. Hold on. That's... I could do that.
Is that Bob Saget when he's on Full House?
Right. But yeah, so like... But some of them are weird, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you're saying. Oh, that one had wind sounds to it. It'd be funny if this whole time it was just... Let me see how this looks real quick. Oh, shit. Hey. So we're gonna pull up these pictures. Kind of. I'll put them the best I can. I'll put them right there, so you can kind of see them, what we're looking at. I'm just gonna look at some time traveling folks. See, that one is still, I can tell, photoshopped.
Yeah.
There are some definitely weird ones, but like...
Wait, go back to that one?
Which one?
Didn't even notice. Look to the left. Who's getting...
God damn it! That guy time traveled to go to that moment?
What a piece of shit.
Oh my god. Yep, I need a pee real quick, and then we're gonna continue, because these photoshops are already the gold, because look at that fucking guy.
Isn't that that guy who's in this chair and he does that dance? I don't know what I feel about time traveling. I mean, maybe one day we'll figure out that time's not linear, but how to actually harvest a power that would allow us to travel doesn't seem... I guess it just doesn't seem plausible in 2019. I definitely think there's a lot of stuff that I think 2021 is gonna seem crazy to us. Like tech's moving way too fast. Unless you're Apple, it's not. They just keep putting out the same phone with just better memory and faster processor. Everywhere else, tech's crazy, especially military, and who knows what they have that we don't know.
Get up on the floor, dancing. Okay, let's go to an actual website. I'm gonna have to adjust it back. But
Gotta jube it, dude.
gotta jub that shit. Fuck it. We're just gonna go back. Never mind. Because I don't think I'm gonna find a website I don't want to look through on. That's it for sure.
Damn.
True. That's what you're sick.
Yeah.
Thanks. Real.
See, that one's the one that is pretty good.
Yeah, it's one of the original ones. That one's old, so that's like people that if they made, obviously they probably did, but if they made that on Photoshop, they did it like early days of Photoshop, which obviously was still around if you had a budget and stuff.
But I mean, at the same time, like, I don't understand why people think he's the time traveler because he's just wearing
Weird sunglasses and a T-shirt.
Oh, so he was a hipster? He's just wearing different clothes at the time?
Oh, I don't want a YouTube video yet. Get out of here, you whore. Putin? Why is Putin a time traveler? What are we showing here? The one... I don't know what we're supposed to be looking at there. Why? Because that guy's holding something up to his head.
Yeah,
Think it's a cell phone.
Yeah, people thought that was a cell phone.
The weird one's the boxing ring one. That one's Photoshop for sure. She doesn't even fit. And do you know how people would be looking? I guess that chick kind of is, but like, if someone was just on a fucking cell phone, like,
right,
in the time, like, when by the advances it's gonna be when time travel comes around,
right,
what their fucking cell phones are gonna look like.
I don't even think there's gonna be a. Sorry, guys, I'm really tired today. I don't think there's gonna be even anything we hold in the future. I think it's just all gonna be a chip in our brain.
No way, you're not chipping me. This is the real one.
You say that now, but if someone came to you and said, "Hey, this is gonna make your life 100% easier," and guess what?
Wait,
It's $10.
they're saying that guy's the time traveler? Where's the one with the guy in the jacket? That guy. Because look, that's what this article is down here. Where'd it go?
I think it's a little bit further down.
I thought it was right by... Oh yeah, see?
Oh wait, that guy says he was a self-proclaimed time traveler. Read it.
Yeah. New York self-proclaimed time traveler Andrew Carlson, the enigmatic Wall Street whiz, jailed on side trading charges, has vanished without a trace. The mystery man who claimed to be a visitor from 2256 jumped bail.
Damn.
But look, that's what they're saying that guy is. Up here.
So it's not the hipster dude.
Well, that one too, but... I know, that's not the same dude. I guess could be. Who knows? No, we
I
can't.
think the only thing about that one is how clear the dude with the hipster stuff looks like.
The Shaggy memes are pretty good.
Yeah, the Shaggy memes are 10 out of 10.
We got an hour and a half. We can end it tonight. So
Thank God. Well, I'm okay. I still got a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay. If you're tired, we can just
I'm
save
going
it
to
for
work
Wednesday.
after this. So.
Oh, okay.
The Shaggy memes are good, and thank God he's not at his 100% power right now. Cause...
Right. My favorite is the one where he just beats up the bikers.
Yeah.
Alright, just want to look anything else up. Oh shit, wrong one.
Hopefully Shaggy just hooks up with the Hex girls. That's what I'm about. 'Cause they're gonna put a fucking spell on you.
I'll put a spell on you. These are nice backgrounds.
I woke up today with the Chip Skylark song stuck in my head again.
Which one? Icky Vicky?
No, Shiny Teeth and
My
Me.
shiny teeth and me.
It's so good. His teeth get all buff. They fuck people up. Shiny teeth, shiny teeth. It's so good. Chip Skylark hated the fucking media, dude.
Yeah, he did.
All he cared about was his teeth.
Yeah, the webs are froze.
Wow, 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 wow.
Oh.
Whoa. Calm down. What up, Gogles?
How you
Doing
doing?
good, my man. How are you? What's I got?
Man, you said tired, now I'm tired. Best diss track, Icky Vicky? Yeah. Just gotta get Velma to handle Shaggy's rage and half Red on standby with a mop and towel. You right?
Yeah, you right. You get it. That poor girl gonna get fucking glazed.
Fred's gonna use his little handkerchief, his scarf, clean it up.
All right, so let's talk about this because I've been talking about this on the podcast for a while, and I think we're finally getting the first version of what's going to happen. So, longtime listeners know I'm a big Black Mirror fan.
Uh-huh.
Talk about it, nerd about it all the time. There's the one episode where they have the social media app where you rate each other based on interactions. So
I'm a 5-star man.
right. So if Forrest and I went somewhere and like bought Wendy's or whatever, we would rate the person who helped us, and then he could rate us back out of 5 stars.
I'm a 5-star.
So, and then
You rating me?
and then everything is based off of like to create an app that you rate people.
Yeah.
I think that they have created the first version of what will eventually become that app. So it says China launches app encouraging users to identify and report deadbeat debtors.
Oh shit.
Radar-like program encourages individuals to alert authorities to these suspected of shrieking their debts. And this is from Tom Barnes from independent.co.uk. So China has launched an app allowing users to identify nearby debtors and report those who appear to be shrieking the responsibility of paying back what they owe. The Higher People's Court of Hebei in northern China released a software called a map of deadbeat debtors last week as an add-on to the popular WeChat messaging service. Users are given an on-screen radar which allows them to discover if there is anyone who owes money within 500-meter radius, according to the state-owned China Daily newspaper. Doctors' information is available to check through the app, and individuals are encouraged to whistle blow if they believe the person can afford to pay back what they owe but is refusing to do so.
Okay.
It's part of our measure to enforce our rulings and create a socially credible environment, a court spokesman said. Chinese society generally frowns upon people in debt, with citizens who live a frugal existence viewed more favorably than those who live beyond their means. Overall household debt as a percentage of GDP is lower in China than in most Western countries, although this is beginning to change. Individual debt has risen rapidly over the last 15 years, partially aided by the government's move in 2003 to allow citizens to take out a private bank loan for the first time. Some economists have expressed concern rising personal debt could affect levels of consumer spending in China, exaggerating the current economic slowdown the country is experiencing. So, I think this is the first version, and it's going to get people more comfortable with going at other people.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think eventually they're going to be the first people to introduce an app where you're rating every single person you see on interaction.
I'm curious what my Amazon reviews would be.
I don't know, man.
He gets drunk and dances too often.
1 out of 5.
What? Think I should get a 5 for that bad boy.
He's awfully entertaining, but he looked at me and said, "Hey, you, get your damn hands off her," when I wasn't touching anybody. 3 out of 5.
About 4 a.m., he messaged me and said, "Hey, what's your Snapchat? We should hang out sometime."
5 out of 5. He was awfully friendly. I think it'd be awful. I don't know. I mean, I'm not worried that I would do bad because I'm usually not a dick to people. But
Yeah, I think that's not the problem. I think people would be like, fucking, he gave a slight glance towards me. 3.
yeah, it looked like he was pissed off all day. 2.
I think that you have to, I don't know, if this rating system works too, you should have to put your name too. Like, you know, Wes McBee rated you.
Yeah, I mean,
And you
I
can
think that's the
dispute
whole
the
idea.
rating.
Right, I think
Show
that's the
proof.
whole idea of the episode, that you know who's rating you. So
Yeah,
then you can go
some
back
murders are going skyrocketing.
and right.
Bitch!
Let's see, so... I can't
Sounds
read the
easy to
name.
misrepresent people. Oh, film actor was hot in the Scooby-Doo movie back then.
No, what's the purple...
Oh,
Bigness?
Big Guns or Biggins.
Biggins, there we go.
Sounds easy to misrepresent people, so your financial credibility could be ruined by a rumor or social perception. Even if it was factually incorrect, in a society with stigma, it wouldn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, you're right for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the idea of it. I think that it's just... I think it should just come back to people should mind their own goddamn motherfucking business.
That's gonna be my response to every rate.
Your goddamn motherfucking business, bitch. Wonder what our rating would be on this podcast.
It's gonna be real high or real low. I don't think we have any in between.
No. Either big fans. Hate them.
Yeah. The one's real conservative, and I don't like that.
Every time you turn on conservative for his character, you're getting 1 star from me, for sure. If there's a 0 rating, it's happening. Half star.
Oh, God. Dude, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna disappear for like a year, and then show back up, and that's not gonna be a character anymore. I'm gonna like convert to like a Catholic, and I'm just gonna,
So you're going to convert to a pedophile. I don't like where this is going.
hey, what happens in church stays in church, as long as I confess. There was a meme I saw, Clutch, and it showed like, you know, like the hidden thing on Skyrim, the little line.
Yeah.
It said hidden, and it says priests molesting little boys, and then it shows like the eyeball open, like the you can be seen thing, and it says gays getting married, and it just like what God sees.
No. That's awful.
This background's pretty good too.
Yeah. I dig it. It's doing stuff. Bling.
Cha-ching.
So I got a couple more stuff.
Okay.
Tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really want. I really.
So we got the creature feature, New World Order, or I got 2 new things, which probably are just going to be, I don't know. I was going to talk about controversial stuff, and then hot topics in the news.
Let's start the creature feature.
Okay. And then Biggin says it's sad. Society has become so irresponsible, deflecting from their own shortcomings and projecting their own insecurities based on emotional outrage. Yeah. It's very true, man. It's very, very, very true. It's All about what people want.
Yep. Facts don't matter anymore.
Take your fact and shove it up your ass.
Get your fucking leftist views out of here, man.
So,
There you go. Is that better?
oh yeah, that's way better. I just need to go get glasses, probably. One of our segments that we do, it's a newer one. It's called Creature Feature. It's where we are going to dive down into some history of where certain mythological or cryptid creatures came from. So far, we've done Bigfoot, or was Bigfoot the first one? I don't remember what our first one was. Oh, werewolf.
Oh, yeah, werewolf.
And then we did a chimera.
Dogman.
Yeah, dogman. So this week, we're doing the wendigo.
Ooh. I like wendigos.
So, in Algonquian folklore, the wendigo, or wendango, is a mythical man-eating monster, evil spirit, native to the northern forests of the Atlantic coast and Great Lakes region of the United States and Canada. Now, there's a whole article that I'm going to read from All That's Interesting. I don't know if that's their website or if that's just what they like to go by.
I just like a website named All That's Interesting.
Yeah. So it reiterates, the wendigo comes from the Algonquian Native American folklore and is the result of some severe hunger pains. As the tale goes, he was once a lost hunter during a brutally cold winter. His intense hunger drove him to cannibalism. After feasting on human flesh, he became a crazed monster, roaming the forest in search of more people to eat. Those who live in a warm climate can breathe easy. The wendigo is a cold weather creature. Having been spotted in Canada as well as colder northern states like Minnesota,
Yeah.
as the bitter forest is no longer a problem for him, like was when he was a mere hunter. He's immune to even the harshest conditions. For a carnivore, he's not the buffest of creatures. His skin is stretched tight across his bones, making them visible, though he is said to be very large in stature at almost 15 feet tall. His body is described as skeletal and emaciated. Jesus.
A meaty boy.
A meaty boy. This can be attributed to the notion that he is never satisfied with his cannibalistic urges, constantly luring him to prowl for fresh victims.
I feel like this is thoughts on Tinder.
Pretty
They can't
much.
stop eating that meat.
Well, and this is also the creature that's in that PlayStation 4 exclusive video game.
I want to play that again.
Yeah, Until Dawn.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Go check that game out.
I'm just fucking hella distracted by this. I'm still listening, but look at that green screen. What's happening? Is this fucking Doctor Strange?
It is.
Okay, so I can.
Oh, you're good. It said that he also has massive eyes like an owl. The better to see you with, my dear. The razor sharp large claws. While some say he is a relative of Bigfoot, others who say they've spotted him claim he looks more like a werewolf. The Algonquian people say that during the turn of the 20th century, a number of their people went missing mysteriously. The Algonquian tribes attribute many of the disappearances to the wendigo, or wendango, thus calling him the spirit of lonely places. Descriptive name, though not quite as catchy as wendigo. Another rough translation of wendigo is the evil spirit that devours mankind. This translation is related to the version of the wendigo that claims he has the power to curse humans by possessing them. Once he has infiltrated their minds, he can turn them into wendigos as well, instilling upon them the same lust for human flesh that he himself has. Different versions of the wendigo disagree on his speed. Some say he is unusually fast and can endure walking for long periods of time. Others say he walks in a more haggard manner, almost as if he is falling apart. But speed isn't a necessary skill of wendigo. He doesn't rely on catching and capturing his prey. Rather, one of his said traits is the ability to mimic human voices. He'll use this skill to lure people in and draw them away from civilization and into the desolate depths of the wilderness. Once isolated, he feasts. If you're looking to spot the wendigo, you can try your luck in nearby forest, though Most of the reported spottings happened between the 1800s and the 1920s, with little reported activity after that.
So it sounds like a lot when people are mining.
Right. Still, if the Wendigo exists, he could still be out there, mimicking the voices of a person. After all, beneath the flesh-eating demon that is the Wendigo, there just may be a human man who once was a hunter.
I like that one.
Pretty creepy.
Yeah, it is. We should, is there a red box still around? Is there still red boxes?
I don't know. I haven't seen one.
I was gonna say, I don't know. I was gonna say if, so one of these nights, we should bring over your PlayStation and maybe just do a full straight stream of Until Dawn. That'd be cool to do.
That would be cool. How do we do our decisions? Because what if we have different...
We could flip a coin.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know. Or we take
Who can
turns.
argue better.
Or we just take turns.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Let's see. I'm just curious. I don't even know if there's still red. I haven't looked for a red box, so I'm just...
Yeah, I haven't thought about Redbox in a while.
So I just don't know if... Oh, so there's still a couple.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not around here, actually. But there's at least still a few in... Or, like... We just gotta look see if it has that game, though, at it. Which I don't know if it would. What is this website? They changed their logo?
I wonder if Until Dawn's a platinum game yet, so it'd be like $15.
Yeah. I'd go to Walmart and get it. Because I would do that for sure.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 drops this week.
It came out. It's the second highest streamed right now.
Yeah. I never played any of them, so
Me
I'm not
neither.
too pumped. I just know people are all about that game.
I don't know if it's gonna have it, to be honest. I don't think it's going to.
Well, that's gonna search movies. You might
Well,
just
this
have
is
to
all.
search. Oh.
I don't think it's like... Might be too old of a game now to rent it or Redbox. Because you gotta find a Redbox plus... So what, that's like 3 years ago? Yeah, they don't have it.
Whack.
I'd rather just rent it for a couple bucks. And then... beat it one night, and then...
Because we could do a full playthrough on like Sunday or something.
Yeah, just a whole night. I played and streamed the Anthem beta.
I heard
my
people hate it.
My friend Manuel was playing it the other day, Salty, and you have to... There's like a trick to... You probably had the shitty loading screens. They'll kick you out, but if you do, you have to go in, sign back out of your account 3 times, and then go back in, and you automatically get in. Like, for some reason, there's a loophole for that. But, like, yeah, it's like... Manuel, it would take... He would, like, play for a little bit, and then it would have to load again. Apparently, the issues... There's having tons of issues with the beta.
Yeah. Everyone that I was reading reviews on say the game just sucks.
Oh, really?
But, I mean, beta,
Yeah.
can't really
Yeah.
take opinions yet.
It looked like a literal mix of, like, Halo 5 and Destiny. Like, so you have the jetpacks and shit.
Yeah.
But it's the open world Destiny style.
I hate how they look flying.
The
It
thing.
looks so goofy.
Yeah. The loading screen thing is just kind of random. Yeah, when Manuel was playing it, he makes me want to play Warframe. Oh, yeah, when Manuel was playing it, he got kicked out like so many times. But apparently, yeah, there's a loophole. They kept doing it. Like if you do the thing, you sign out, and then for some reason 3 times you automatically get in every time. So, can I have some more of that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I fell asleep that night that you guys were gaming.
That's alright. I saw Manuel was harassing you.
No, he wasn't harassing me.
He just like, look at this message, and it just had tons of question marks.
Oh, yeah. I was watching the Bellator event because I wanted to finish watching it because Ryan Bader was fighting Fedor.
Yeah.
Because Fedor's back, I guess.
Oh.
He's fighting at age 42.
Oh, shit.
And the rest of the event was just kind of boring and, like, I was half falling asleep, half not. And then I was watching with my parents, and I just wake up at, like, I don't know, like 2 or 3, and no one's sitting there anymore.
Oh,
And
shit.
the TV's off, and I look, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Ryan Bader knocked Fader out, though, and with 1 punch.
Oh, shit. Oh, I think I saw that, yeah. Yeah, I was the first one there after I texted you, because they said 8, so that's why I was going over there, and then I was just hanging out with Manuel. He's still not drinking beer. I was trying to get him to.
Yeah.
He's He's like, I only have 5 days left. I was like, yeah, you got real close. You can have one now. Because he's like, I really want one of those beers. I was like, yeah, you're close, man. So he was just drinking wine. I was like, why don't you drink? Because he was pouring it into a glass. I was like, why don't you just drink out of a fucking bottle? So you can have a wine glass. But man, Dylan makes me happy to not be married from Minnesota. Because Sarah was there. I guess not married, but have a girlfriend or anything. Like Steve's girlfriend and Austin and his wife were there. I just want Britt is her name, but yeah, they were talking like, they were just like complaining like he games too much, and she said something. I take his controller to work or something. And they were just saying all this stuff like he's always gaming, and like they were just talking about like, nope, I don't let him. I was like, man, this makes me so happy to be single. Like sometimes I'm lonely, but then you guys say this stuff like complaining about just hanging out playing games and.
Right.
Ugh. I was like, wait, but at first I was like, how much are you guys playing though that it's become a problem? And Britt was like, he plays like sometimes like 6 hours straight just every day. I was like, yeah, like I understand like that, like if you're married and you're trying to do something with your husband and he's just gaming like his all his free time, that's a little understandable.
Well, let me ask you this though: what if his hobby was something productive?
I don't know. It'd have to be something she liked too for it to even be acceptable for a woman's eyes.
Well, and that's what I've always argued that point of like, okay, well if you don't like gaming, if the hobby is something like gardening and he spends 6 hours a day working on his garden,
Probably still be the same thing.
is it?
Yeah, well,
Or
unless
is it just the despise of video games that people have?
I don't know, probably both because like, I think for girls it's some days they want to do stuff together.
Sure, I understand that.
I think that's what most not what you're saying too for sure. Gaming for like, well, gaming or watching. Well, TV's not as bad either because at least that way she can watch it with you. She probably doesn't unless she's a gamer girl. Then
I think there just has to be a fine balance of what I see a lot of relationships. I don't want to say fail. Obviously, theirs are all successful,
Yeah.
but it's the fact that the unwillingness to partake in, the hobby that the partner has.
yeah,
So it's the unwillingness to try gaming because you just already have this predisposition on it.
Yeah.
Or it's the unwillingness to try, like, I don't know, what's a hobby that she might have, like, I don't know.
complaining.
Make something. God damn it. Make something up, some other hobby. I think it's the willingness to try and partake in each other's hobbies instead of breaking the hobbies down.
Yeah,
Saxon, what's up, man? Long time no see.
yeah. How you doing?
You say when the hobby takes away time for more serious matters, it's a problem. Though gaming likely has a more negative stigma. Right.
Yeah. I like Salty's message. Rise up, gamers. We're the most oppressed group on the internet. Break the glass ceiling of gamerhood.
Hello, fellow gamers.
Hello, fellow gamers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that we could all agree, we've all been gamers probably since we were kids. It's a lot better now than it used to be.
Yeah. Did you see
A lot more socially acceptable.
esports players? I think is now majority women
Is it?
or something. Let me look it up. I saw
That
there's.
sounds like fake news.
I've got to look it up. There's like a high school, or I think it was high school. They're all girl esports team, and they're like one of the biggest ones right now.
Yeah,
Let's
there's
see.
girl esports teams, but I don't think it's the majority.
Sports. I think that I saw something that girl let's see. I saw something about, I don't know if it was like majority or it was something like the fastest women esports or I don't know. Let's see. I just trying to find it. I don't know what to look up.
Just type in girl esports majority. Because I think that maybe what you're reading is that there is a market.
A record number of girls engaged with esports. That's probably what I saw.
Yeah. There are. And
More girl, yeah, that's probably what I saw. More girl esports players than there has ever been.
Right. I mean,
Let's
there's more women.
Oh, that's what it was. More girls are getting into gaming age 13 to 15 than boys.
Oh yeah,
That's what it was. Yeah.
Well, it's because gaming is just huge now.
Yeah. So yeah, like early teens, girls are more likely to be engaged in esports than boys. That's what it was.
Well, and I think too part of it is the Twitch community.
Yeah.
Must be Taryn. Sarah. Yeah, Jesus. You know, I would like to say part of it too is the Twitch community because you have people like, who's that big one, Pokimane or Pokemon or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
She does some stuff that you would kind of like that on like the negative connotation of women on Twitch. Like she does that sometimes, but not often.
Yeah.
But she's actually entertaining to a lot of people and extremely popular. And I think that the world is starting to see that and realize like, oh, maybe there shouldn't be this big stigma. And she's like a hella good like League of Legends player.
I saw one of the I was watching, I don't know if it's like a Twitch fails thing or it's just like it was a like recent one of the huge girl Twitch streamers right now. She was not on screen and her friend was just in her underwear twerking on the camera, just shaking her ass, and then she came back, she's like, go, go, go. Like, I don't know if she pretended like she didn't know that was happening or something, but she didn't get in any trouble. She got hella views. I watched it. Damn girl shaking her booty.
Yeah.
So maybe we should do that. You just pretend like you're gaming and then I show up. That was sexy. Like, God, get out of here.
Get out of here. Scram. Yeah, that's the one thing that I think that makes it worse for women gamers is when there's
stuff like that.
Stuff like that, because then it's, are you doing it to just get more views?
Yeah. I feel bad for girl streamers too. For example, one of our viewers was telling me yesterday that she stopped streaming because someone kept got her address or something and kept posting in chat every time she would stream and stuff.
Yeah,
and so
shit like that's just disgusting.
Like, that's, yeah. Whether it's a guy or a girl, it's obviously probably more common for that stuff to happen with girls. Like,
right.
But, come on, people, grow up. Like,
yeah. Well, it just sucks. I mean, and it sucks too because there are.
Oh, I sent that to West.
Yeah, Salty. He's forcing that to you. It's hilarious. There are a lot of women though who, and there are men too who use women on Twitch.
Man, those
for that negative.
That
thing.
hot tub podcast is killing it.
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, like. Yeah, I was like, I was watching it too. I was like, I was trying to see some titties. I was like, they got good stuff to say and I get a chance to see some titties.
God damn it. Because I think that's the negative part of Twitch, that it makes Twitch money, it makes the entertainer money, but I don't think it's progressing anything in a positive manner.
No.
But I respect the hustle. And you gotta do what you gotta do.
We should buy an above ground hot tub and put it in the room. We're only allowing female guests from now on.
So what are we going to talk about? I don't know, but bring a bathing suit.
Chandler wants to come over. Well, I'm sorry, dude, but you gotta wear a bikini and pretend you're a girl.
Yeah.
Shave your face. Don't look at the camera.
Yeah.
Just so they can see the backstrap and they just see long hair. You have to look at us the whole time so they think you're a girl.
Girl with a deep voice.
Yeah. Oh, hello. We make him use like one of those like voice changers.
You could just keep the name Chandler too.
True. We'll call him Old Silly Chandler.
Old silly Chandler.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Twitch is a cool place.
Yeah. It's just got. Obviously, they don't last long when they do cancerous shit, and that's good. But I don't know. I understand, but I don't. I understand. I completely do, and I would do the same thing. But
well, yeah, you can definitely tell like there isn't much staying power when it's the, typical bad side of Twitch stuff, because usually they'll get a bunch of subs and a bunch of, donations really early, but then you'll just see their stream die off because it's the same shit every single day.
Yeah, I feel like they just gotta get their stream big enough to sell their Patreon.
Yeah.
Then
Very
they're gold.
true.
Then they're golden.
I saw something today that one girl who does all the nudes, but she dresses up like the anime, she's making $120,000 a week now.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw someone really frustrated about it. He's like, it was a girl too. She's like, well, what's the point of me even finishing medical school? I got tits. I've been told that I'm attractive. Might as well just start posting nudes because my degree's only going to make me $200,000 a year, and I'm going to have to spend another 9 years. I could just be this 18-year-old girl showing my tits, making way more.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point anymore? And I was like,
I
fuck,
agree.
I'm sorry. Like, yeah.
But I don't know. I still say for her, I say if you're doing it, do both though. Like maybe pay your way through medical school showing your titties because the medical degree is going to pay off in the long run.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah, show some titties. Save up $200,000. You pay off your medical bills, and then you're a fucking doctor. Who cares?
well, I think stuff like that, just like in the porn industry, it doesn't. Very rarely do people have staying power.
I think the average. There's that one. I don't know if it's still on Netflix. It was the documentary about porn.
Yeah.
Or was it on Netflix? I don't know. But it was just about the girls, and I think the average girl porn star lasts like 6 months now,
Yeah.
unless they become huge, like the Piper Pierre, fucking Mia Khalifa.
Riley, whatever. her
Yeah.
name is.
Then But other than that, it's usually like 6 months.
Yeah.
And because
You can make a killing in those 6 months, but it's just.
and the poor girls talking about that sort of thing that they had to go through, it's brutal. Like I don't want to go into details, obviously, but like
Yeah, it's not.
the stuff like you don't think about it. Like this poor young lady getting throat fucked by 3 dudes just brutally, and she's like, I was like, which popped up, but yeah, then she makes like not like a bit of money, but for. You're like, oh, all she had to do is that. Like, no, she's got fucking violated for a couple grand, and
Yeah.
that's the reason they only stick around for 6 months.
Well, and I think, too, it's the fact that it's one of those things, too, where it's the progression.
Yeah.
You can start off doing basic stuff, and if people want to watch more, obviously, you can keep doing it. But if you want to stay relevant, you always have to keep pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
And that's when you're like, ooh.
Yeah. I would
Does
say
that-
just try to be a cam girl. If
Yeah.
that's best case scenario for adult content is because it's on your own terms. There's potential that it's what someone's looking for. You grow big, and then
You can have whoever you want on. You
you're
don't
in
have to go
control. Yeah, it's
meet
you
some-
can fuck dudes and post that on or you can do solo shit, but like it's not your.
You're
Yeah.
not going through a studio who's
No.
making way more money than you think
Yeah.
they are.
Do yourself. Be a cam girl
Yeah.
if you're gonna do it. I wish I was a cam girl. There's nothing stopping you, salty.
Yeah. Yeah, don't let your dreams be dreams. I say go for it. Shoot for the stars.
But yeah, for sure, it's rough.
Yeah.
Rough industry.
So is Twitch.
Yeah, for sure. Pretty much any sort of online content. Because we're competing with porn. What would you rather do, listen to us or watch porn?
Both at the same time.
Yeah, damn. You hear some funny jokes and cool stories?
Finna nut.
Yeah. Just put the porn on mute. Us in the
I
background.
don't want to hear the story.
Yeah.
This isn't the beach. It's a bathtub.
Yeah. There was another one that's getting big right now. I can't remember what it is, and it's so funny. How long till these... maybe they're already doing it. These porns are starting to do meme stuff to grow their video.
Oh, yeah, they're already for sure doing it.
Like, ridiculous acting like, oh, this is going to get big.
Yeah, because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Super funny.
Like, you might have a chance of making more money not from the Pornhub site, but from your... Like, you not wearing... Or, like, you clothed doing something memey.
Yeah.
Like,
So how many people do you think searched up the beach hot tub, whatever, beach bathtub one?
how many people looked up Piper Pierre
Oh, the
getting blacked.
yeah, the 6 black guys and her. Yeah, I'm sure everybody.
Sometimes you go to the hub and it's not even her, but like videos like that are the top ones.
Yeah.
And I understand, like, maybe you're not jerking off, sometimes I go to porn for funny reasons, like on the, like here, you know, like, when I was,
Oh yeah.
and like you see that fucking video and you're like, I kind of gotta click on this.
I gotta see if it's for real.
You're like, oh, this poor girl.
Yeah.
What's up? What? Yeah, just no. Tears going down.
Yeah, it's rough to watch.
Man.
10 out of 10 would view again.
That's when you know you failed as a father.
Maybe.
Could you imagine being a dad and, like, you're just, you know, dudes jerk off, you're scrolling through the hub, and you just see your daughter
You
just...
never go on the hub.
No.
I would only buy...
You become a good Christian boy after that one.
Yeah, I feel like if I had a daughter who turned to porn for her career, I would only... I don't know. I'd probably
You'd wear a porn kills love t-shirt.
Oh, God. No. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. I'd probably only buy my porn at a store.
Yeah, you're like, 70s porn only,
Yeah.
please.
I can watch anything.
Keep it on VHS, please.
Yeah, from the 80s and earlier. Anything newer, not taking that
That's
risk.
how the Girls Gone Wild dude got in trouble. A dude bought the DVD and saw a 17-year-old daughter on there.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? You just... Oh, man. That's gotta be a life-changing moment. You're beating it. That's fucked up. You're beating it to Girls Gone Wild as a dad, but...
You like what you like.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you're just beating your meat to these young girls showing their titties, and all of a sudden you're jerking off to your daughter's titties when she's 17 years old.
Damn.
Duh. Fucked
Yeah,
up.
that's a moment in time. That
I don't think you could look at boobs ever again.
You think you know when you hear people say like they had that one event in their life and there's always like after that event and before that event.
Yeah.
That's his event for sure.
Yeah.
Forever, for the rest of his life, will always be the moment before or after seeing his daughter in Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah. Yep, he doesn't want to look at titties ever again because he's always going
no.
to picture his daughter. That's fucked up. Nope. Never having a kid.
I'm surprised the Girls Gone Wild guy got in trouble for it because she had a fake ID.
Well, he got in trouble. They used that to do all sorts of stuff after him. So...
Now he's out and lives on an island.
Yeah.
He made his money.
Yep.
I remember as a young lad, that was the hot shit on Spike TV late at night.
I
They
know.
would just show the infomercials, and I'd be sitting there like, why?
One time, my cousin and they found right by our high school, you know, like that grass on next to the freeway. They
Yeah.
found a Girls Gone Wild DVD in there.
Damn, that's
Just-
probably a life changer.
Yeah, like, you know, junior high, and you find a Girls Gone Wild DVD.
That's the hottest shit.
That shit's getting used up.
Yeah, that shit's gonna get used till it breaks.
Uh,
That DVD's been the rounds, man.
just all scratched up. You're just watching skipping.
Yeah. It's better than AOL porn, I've heard.
Of what?
Back when like the internet was just starting. trying
Oh,
to watch porn.
dial up?
Yeah.
Get off the fucking phone!
You're in your room and you get on your landline. Mom, off the fucking phone.
You're just like it's about ready to bust, and all of a sudden you get a phone call.
No!
No!
Can I rewind and watch it still?
Damn, I don't know. I think that might be too old for Twitch. I'm trying to say. I mean, like, our viewers that may understand dial-up, but
Yeah, I'm sure some of them do.
did you? Someone posted on Twitter, and it's been getting really big. Some girls like, I wish on Twitter that we would be able to post music to our channel, and people when they click on our channel, it plays music. And some dude posted, "Oh shit, we're getting to the year where people are too young to know what MySpace was."
It's true, man.
Like, some guy's like, "This is MySpace." What?
Yeah. No, there's tons of people who don't know what MySpace is.
Yeah.
There's someone on our Facebook who switched their profile picture to the,
Tom?
yeah, to that dude. Just trying to get a bunch of people to do it.
That's so funny.
I think Kurt Post was like, let's confuse the young people by switching our profile picture to Tom.
That's so
Isn't
funny.
that how Tila Tequila got famous? Was MySpace?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people. That's back in the day, too, is how a lot of musicians got big, too. Like Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah.
Just because that's what it was, too. You posted your music on there, and then it's fucking genius. Like, if something like that came out, like, now, it'd be fucking awesome. Because,
SoundCloud.
yeah, but, like, social media, same thing. Like, you have a profile, then you share it to, like, people got big because people would find their music and put it on their own profile, and you'd click on your friend's profile and like, what's this song?
Yeah, what are they listening to?
Yeah, so.
I have an idea.
Damn, it was cool. It was almost fitting perfectly around the lamp.
I have an idea for an app that would take off really big. I just need to learn how to make an app.
Yeah, stuff. You can have someone do it for like $1,000.
Yeah.
But Salty, better learn.
Salty says VHS tapes, when you replay a certain part of them over and over, get corrupted. Yeah. Tom was my only friend that wasn't
Oh, shit, it's kind of
out for my password trying to change my background to gay porn.
What?
I never actually had a MySpace.
I did.
I didn't do it.
You could do like, why is it not?
You go to the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, MySpace was cool. Oh, it's not zooming out, so that's how it stays. Yeah. Did you ever have a MySpace, Salty? Or anyone watching? Did you guys have MySpace? It's pretty cool. You could set like moving backgrounds and shit. Have backgrounds and then music on your channel. Pretty dope. Oh, the worst part about fucking MySpace was the... Not nice. I guess you... Yeah. Yeah, you could change your background, but... What's up? Oh, yeah, on MySpace, you had to fucking set your best friends list. That damn TikTok game, right? But yeah, you could... Your best friends list, so you could, like... You have to put them in order, like, shit, someone's gonna be upset today. They need to bring that back. Be fucking hilarious. Yeah, those top 8s. Yeah, that was fucking way brutal. Because you would set someone as your best friend and then you're not there. It's like, oh, you fuck. Oh, that's why it's like that. Okay. There we go. For some reason, our browser here with the chat was pulling up on both monitors, so it's cutting it off, and I was wondering why, but I fixed it. There we go. Yeah. They need to set that again just because it'd be funny seeing people pick that. Salty says, these kids at my school would try and get people's passwords to make the backgrounds of their page, just looping gay sex.
Gotta grab something to charge for work.
Yeah. Oh, too high, my bad. They try to get people's pass. Oh, damn. That's fucked up, Salty. Did you say they did it to you? Oh, or did they try? I always had the weirdest stuff. I was so edgy because I was like, I don't know when I had that. Elementary to middle school, junior high. That's when I had it, so I'd definitely be super fucking edgy back then. Fucking little emo boy or something, I don't know. They tried? Well, that sucks. At least they didn't get salty. Just talking because on MySpace you could have backgrounds, kind of like you could have like moving backgrounds and themes and stuff.
Yeah.
Salty said people at his school would try to get people's passwords and set it to looping gay sex. But then they had the fucking friends list. You had to choose your top 8, like friends, you know.
Oh shit.
So you had to like you pick, so you'd have to put them in order, and like just it's brutal.
That's rough.
Yeah, I wish I'd bring it back though. Just having to pick, just to have people like, what the fuck?
I'm not in your top 8, you piece of shit.
Or,
I
you're
showed
my
you-
best friend, you're my number one, but I'm not yours, you fuck.
I showed you my tits. Not in your top 8, you piece of shit.
I wish I'd bring it back, because I would love to have that power of judgment right now.
Why?
I don't know. Just to...
Fight in your top 8, we fucking throwing hands. You catching them, dude.
You're like number 8 right after a bunch of meme channels. You're like fucking keyboard cat.
Keyboard cat.
I gotta pee again too. This is my last time though. I'll be snappy. Snapchat tries to do that. Yeah, but Snapchat you can't see them anymore. Remember you used to be able to see your other people's Snapchat best friends?
That's right.
I like that better.
You like people knowing.
Yeah. And then like if you had a girlfriend, you're like, bitch, I see you fucking Snapchatting. I'm not your number one. Fucking no mayo. Now this.
That's when she catches the hands.
Yeah.
Saxon, when you want to come back on, my guy? I know you said you've been busy with work, but try and make a time here soon. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, I didn't... My parents had a weird stigma for social media. Like, I got a Facebook the first year it was out, but I had to keep it hidden because my parents thought, like, Facebook was bad. They thought, like, I don't know. And the only reason why I got it is I was playing World of Warcraft and I wanted to friend the people that I played with. And, yeah, I had to hide it for, like, many years because my parents were kind of anti-social media. But now my dad has everything and my mom still doesn't. I don't know why.
Damn, I wish we had nice hardwood. That's what I was saying when I was at Manuel's. I was like, I wish I brought my Heelys because it's got hardwood floor, the big room.
Yeah.
I could have coasted.
Monday nights are probably the best for me. Yeah, I'm 50, 60 hours still because of the holidays.
Oh, shit, dude.
Jesus.
It's a whole lot of work.
Well, once you slow down, we'll get you here on a Monday and we'll kick it for a little bit, talk about some cool stuff. Do you want to try and get that off again?
I'm pretty fucking strong. Oh, hold on. Not that one. Bruh!
I think my hands are just too fat.
I mean, it's not that. I'm just really
Oh,
strong.
you're just really strong, damn. One of these days.
There's a reason I open pickle jars like, die!
Yeah, people come to you to open stuff.
Yeah, they call me little plier hands.
Little plier hands. Damn. I'm only going to refer to you as little plier hands now.
I fucking clamping shit. I'll pull like, you can launch, I don't know, steel beam, like 5 feet into the ground, and I'm gonna yank that shit on out of there.
Dude, I'd be your best wingman ever. You'd be talking to a girl and be like, oh, what's up, little plier hands?
I'm like,
We have this handshake.
I grab her by the throat. Told you.
I'll just look at her and just be like, you better watch out for this guy. Plier hands, man.
We just gotta find a girl that looks like she's into some choking. And then you're like, this is a little plier hands, he'll fucking get you.
Right?
He'll choke the life out of you.
God damn it. Alright, so last
Little
couple...
channel locks. Yeah, there's no getting free, bitch.
little channel locks. Let's see. What was that? So we got New World Order, Hot Topics, and the controversy stuff. Which, the controversy stuff I was just going to talk about, the Make America Great hat again, and we already kind of did.
Yeah. So, what was the other two?
Hot Topics and then the New World Order.
Let's do Hot Topics and then finish with New World Order.
Okay. So, it's kind of about Make America Great hat again, but it's that teenage kid
Yeah.
who's wearing it, the Indiana thing.
Yeah.
But there's some interesting stuff about why this even came about. So it's titled How Anonymous Tweets Helped Ignite a National Controversy Over MAGA Hat Teens. This is from Eli Rosenberg, Washington Post. Okay. Dan Lavoie, a political strategist in New York, first saw the video on Saturday, like thousands of other people who logged on social media that day. Group of rowdy high school boys, many wearing Make America Great Again hats, had faced off with a Native American man near the Lincoln Memorial in Washington on Friday. And the encounter with the hallmarks of a scene is in the tense reality show that modern life in the United States, confrontation and racial animosity was recorded by many people nearby with phones and cameras, blah, 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 blah. Okay. By Saturday, Twitter's algorithms had taken 2 snippets of these videos posted by random accounts and helped bring them into many people's feeds. The tweets traveled quickly, another match thrown into the pool of anger and disenchantment, and has been building up over race relations in the Trump era, blah, blah, blah. I got very upset about it. Blah, blah, blah. Most of my Twitter networks tends to be racial justice and social injustice. Okay, don't care about that. The video ignited a controversy that raged throughout the holiday weekend, having leaped from social media, newspapers. Okay, this isn't why I got this. I don't want to talk about this shit. The debate grew. It took on layers about whether important context had been missing from the original video. It had. Whether the teens deserve such wide hate, many said they did, and whether this was actually a debate between right and left that continued with its entry on President Trump's Twitter feed on Tuesday. But it had been taken off with but it may have been taken off with help of fraud. Twitter announced Monday that one of the main accounts behind the viral tweets about the episode had been suspended, saying that its rules prohibit deliberate attempts to manipulate the public conversation on Twitter by using misleading account information. The episode leaves... Oh, what?
I was saying, which it definitely seemed like it did.
Right. The episode leaves more questions than answers, mainly the identity and intentions behind the account, but it serves as a troubling reminder of the immense power social media networks wield over the political conversation in the United States, despite lingering concerns about their susceptibility to fraudulent and malicious use. Let's see here. The account that Twitter suspended at 2020 Fight purported to be a teacher named Talia living in California.
Isn't this one that's the Brazilian account?
I guess. Teacher and advocate fighting for 2020, the bio noted. It had some 40,000 followers and used at least recently a photo not of a school teacher, but an attractive woman who is a blogger in Brazil.
Yeah, that's what it was.
According to CNN Business, which first reported the story. The account tweeted a snippet of the face-off between Covington Catholic High School junior Nick Sandeman and Native American elder Nathan Phillips on Friday night, which was eventually viewed 2.5 million times, during tens of thousands of retweets and likes. Another tweet with video of the stare down, shared by anonymous account at Lulu_says2, went viral as well. That tweet has since been deleted. The user Lulu_says2, whose account has not been suspended, did not reply to a request for comment sent an email address. Another anonymous user at Chameleon876, which positioned itself as a Janet Jackson fan account, we posted the school where the kids were from and replied to 2025.
I saw that one. Original
tweet, as well as a short narrative that purported to be from someone who was at the event. Sam Riddle, a master's student at Georgetown, said in a tweet that he had found evidence that at 2020 Fight was available for hire on the site Shortcart, which allows people to pay influencers to post content.
Oh, shit.
So, someone could have paid at 2020 Fight to post the viral video that sparked one of the most toxic 24-hour news cycles we've recently seen, and led at POTUS to take sides.
President of the United States.
Oh. Take sides and criticize the press. He wrote, "This highlights an under-discussed aspect of information operations, information laundering. You don't need a bot network or sock puppets to make division or diverse information go viral. You just need a few bucks and an influencer who or a trusted source willing to do it for you. If the goal was to start an argument across the country's yawning political divide, the tweet certainly achieved it. So,
Yeah.
I don't want to read the rest of this because it just kind of explains.
Yeah, it just kind of, yeah.
But that's the big part of it. The big takeaway is the fact that
It was fake accounts not fake accounts, but
someone
did this purposefully.
Yeah, someone potentially paid to
Yeah.
have that go viral. Who would have done that? Who knows?
Could have been anyone. It's whoever would some sort of probably media outlet. You know, if they paid and then all of a sudden covered it, like that's definitely boosting their views or
For sure, because if you were to say like, if you're looking for a headline, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could easily use a headline that's like, Twitter article with 40,000 views is going viral.
Yeah,
and you
for
could be the
sure.
first person to hit that media article, and you're going to be in the front line of it.
Yeah.
Kind of fishy.
It's definitely is. Like, that's what I saw the thing. It was the one you were talking about. So the video that got the biggest that you were saying, they said they were a teacher there that took the kids to the thing. And they're like, yeah. And they posted the video and said they were a teacher there at the rally. And then it turned out the account, it was like, so it showed the Brazilian model.
Yeah.
The IP address was also from Brazil, though.
Oh, wow.
So it was just, it's like you said, like probably someone paying or to get people riled up for, because it turns out a lot of the facts from the video were all false.
Right.
And we only saw, that's why I'm glad we took for the most part, both of us were saying, we weren't there, we don't know what happened and stuff. So
Right. You got to get the whole thing before you start taking.
if this was a year ago, I would have been one-sided, but I've been fake news too many times to.
Right.
I try to stay in the middle now.
Non-bias.
Yeah, I was too fast to judge. Try to get better on it. I still do it, but
It's tough though sometimes when
Yeah.
you're seeing it from one point of view so harshly and so.
yeah, especially when you see a video, you're like, you don't think there could be another side of the story.
Right.
But
just so what you're reading and what you're saying makes perfect sense.
But even the most harsh videos like that need to be. I don't know, it's hard. That's what I think most people need to do these days is try to step out of whatever they're seeing and, take it, from an unbiased standpoint. But
I think Saxon says it perfectly. In today's climate, you got to take time for stuff to digest and develop.
yeah, for sure, exactly.
But that's the problem, right? Because everyone is so here and now. Because this article's already dying off.
yeah,
And this was just
it's for
last
sure. You don't
week.
hear anything about those kids really anymore either.
Yeah, it's starting
And,
to die off.
like, even my dad, because I showed him the videos and stuff from it, and, and he's super conservative, too, and he was even, like my dad's, like, not too much, but, he's a very conservative man, and he's got his beliefs, he stands by him, and he was even like, yeah, this is wrong, like, these
Right.
kids, like, need to be beat up, or, like, someone should hit that kid, like, even he was, but then, after watching more, but,
Kind of start seeing the other side.
yeah,
of it.
so that's what I'm saying. Even someone on the same side as the kids up for, like somewhat, like even he was like, this is fucked up. These kids are dumb. So
It's so weird to me, like, and maybe this is just. I think people forget that we're growing into social media still.
mm-hmm.
It's still new. How old's Twitter? 10 years? 15 years? At
I was gonna
most?
say we were talking about MySpace, and that was before Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah.
I was actually man, we've talked about coincidences so many times, and it's so weird you bring this up. This keeps happening lately. I don't know if it's happening a lot for you lately, but I was literally thinking about Facebook and Twitter. I was going to Google it and see how old we were when it came out, which is weird.
That is weird.
It's constantly lately. People
Yeah.
keep saying stuff. Ever since, like, I don't know if it's because we were talking about it that I pay attention to it, but
Because
I'll look it up.
I do really think that we're in such the early ages of social media that we don't understand how to fully interact with it yet.
Oh, shit.
Like, this is the first time in history that we have literally been able to communicate with anyone and everyone who has a social media account all over the world.
Yeah.
That's never happened before. Like, you could call people, but why the fuck would I want to call Joe in Australia? There's no reason to.
Yeah.
But now there's reason to. Like, what if I see Joe's tweet about something? I'm like, oh, damn, Joe's got some cool insight. Now you're following someone. Now you're following a guy in Australia.
Uh-huh.
You know, we've never had that before. And I think that, as we were talking on our last podcast with Kool-Aid and Vika said, like, I just lost my train of thought. We were talking about, like, the toxicity of social media, but Vika says it's a tool. And I think it is a tool, and I think it will become more of a tool in the future.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, like, then, too. It's like, it's a tool that people are misusing right now.
Yeah. Eventually,
it really is a tool. Like, I never really
Yeah.
thought of it that way. I'm glad he said that, too, because, like, yeah, like you said, we can see what someone across the country is up to in their daily life.
You know, and I think I think the problem is we're in such a toxic part of just humanity right now, because I can't even explain why. I don't want to even get into it, but we're in such a toxic time. 5-10 years from now, think how awesome it's going to be when it's less toxic. Social media is going to be fun to get onto. Like, I want to go, like, I find it interesting just looking at people who live in different countries and how they look at life.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, right now it's not, because everyone's all hateful and gross, but 5 years from now, like, I want to see what people are doing in Ireland. I want to see what people are doing in South Korea, Japan. Like, just name the place. Like,
speaking of Korea, did you see that, sorry, off the topic, but, North Korea said if you watch South Korean TV, it's penalty of death. Still, you know, even though they're making strides, but if you watch TV from South Korea, they'll kill you. That's how I was like,
they be wildin'.
yeah, Trump's been sticking up for this guy, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just weird to think that in this time where, like, we have this, we can broadcast to you guys, you know? And you guys, the whole country, other countries, you know? Most of the planet are free just to watch us, you know? Anyone can see what we're saying. But if this country can not even watch just another country's TV, or they'll die, someone could get killed in their country for watching us.
Right.
So, it's weird.
It's funny to see my viewpoint, because you talk about your viewpoints have changed over the podcasts, and so have mine. Like, it makes me wish that we would step in as a country and just
I wish there was something we could do, but
help those people.
We can't without war.
Right.
And is it worth it, though? It's tough to say, because if we literally, war is the only option to
help people.
But how many people, innocent civilians, are going to die because we went to war with them?
Right.
And how many people are going to die because their government forces them to fight us, and it's a war that, it's both sides, you know? It's so many people are going to die, and that's why it's tough.
Yeah.
It's sad. Like, I hope eventually, you know, maybe South Korea is able to do something, but...
Yeah. I mean, they're trying to break ground, but
yeah, it's obviously way better than it's been in decades.
Right.
You know? So... But it's sad that people have to live that way in 2019, you know?
Yeah.
All of us take for granted, like, for example, you know, we're fucking, you know, if we were in North Korea, we'd be killed for doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we have the option to fucking try to make a career of this, so...
It's pretty rad.
Yeah. It's awesome. The fact that in 2019 people can do that, it's weird to think about.
Yeah. Like you said, you take for granted all the awesome shit that we can do.
Yeah. You know, I can go argue on Twitter about sports because I think it's funny.
Sure. Yeah.
And some people can't do that.
No.
I can just be a dick on the internet for no reason, just because it's funny to me, and it's rude, but...
Some people don't even have sports.
No. They'll have to clap like this.
Damn battery dying.
All
right. We'll go through the New World Order stuff and then
call it. Sounds good.
So I found some interesting things. So some newer New World Order theories as far as 2018 and 2019.
Yeah.
I'll go through that, and then we have UFOs in the New World Order, and then the whole evidence behind New World Order. It starts off with, it is hard to imagine any U.S. president giving up American sovereignty to an organization, particularly the UN. However, some, especially paranoid conservatives and libertarians, believe that once the Democrats came into power in 2008, it was only a matter of time until a socialist one-world government was instated in America, sovereignty given up. Dissenters?
Dysentery?
No, maybe. Would naturally have to be controlled or eliminated somehow. The loss of Democratic congressional power in the 2014 midterm elections discredited that idea, and the paranoid conservatives were somewhat silenced. It is believed that there are to be numerous internment camps, located within the United States, and that these internment camps will start being seen as signs before any action is taken.
Kind of like the Denver airport?
Yeah. These camps are to be used to store any Americans who protest or give any sort of fight against the Secret Service Guard that is to be used to control the population and new laws. Now, people, these are just ideas.
Yeah.
Before you start getting freaky. The version found on the religious right mixes the conservative tropes with biblical end-time prophecies. The general theme is that the Antichrist will come to Earth as the head of the UN and use it to implement a world government, that one world religion, which will either be theistic, Satanism, atheism, or a New Age belief, depending on which conspiracy theorist you listen to. The prophecy or the prophecies of Revelations are of immense relevance here. Anyone who rejects the mark of the beast will be sent to die in FEMA camps. Tika Mars,
At least I'm good there.
Mark Dice, and Alec Jones are the main proponents of this theory today, though this isn't counting the many vocal supporters with a high number of followers on YouTube. They generally consider the more high-profile supporters who stay off their rabbit hole to be huge shills of the New World Order. A different one, in the most recent, more liberal version, instead of the UN taking sovereignty away from the U.S., through the UN, plans to conquer the entire world. The wars in Iraq and Afghanistan are thus believed to be the first stages in that plan. In this version is the neocons, who are the masters behind the New World Order. An adherent to the theory is Latin America rapper Immortal Technique. So someone who believes in that theory is
Immortal Technique, yeah.
Another version of this from the left stems from the anti-globalization movement, in which transnational corporation will implement global corporate governance. This form of the conspiracy is where left and right often bleed together as right-wing populists and view I don't know what that means. They view and oppose globalization as well. This can be seen as third positionalism and the political campaigns of Lyndon LaRoche. It should be noted that there are real power structures, non-transparency, etc. Many of these fringes of world affairs overlap with some acceptable theories models. So, some stuff are interesting. You guys see that anonymous 60,000 donation to destroy the Vegas shooters?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, someone spent 60,000. Someone donated 60K that all the Vegas shooters' guns be destroyed. Because people will start selling them off like memorabilia almost.
Right.
Because yeah.
Probably.
I got one more thing to talk about after you're done.
Okay. The UFOs in the New World Order. This is always an interesting one. The New World Order conspiracy has gained currency with the UFO subculture as well. In this form of the conspiracy, the aliens are actually in control of the secret cable running the New World Order, or are shapeshifters taking form of world leaders. This also usually involves theories covered up of Area 51, Roswell, and the forged Majestic 12 documents as part of the New World Order conspiracy. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
I'm ready for some fucking reptilian overlords.
Yeah.
And then there's some of the evidence. Much of the imagined evidence for the theory rests on the symbolism found on various items, such as the Great Seal of the United States and other items on the U.S. $1 bill, and their supposed connections with ancient symbols of evil or the Masons. The phrase Novus Ordo Seclorum, which appears on the Great Seal and the $1 barrel, is often mistranslated as New World Order or New Secular Order in order to boost this theory, but the actual translation is New Order of the Ages. Company logos have been associated with the New World Order for something as little as a triangle, eye, or compass, which that's just people being fucking wild. Much is often made of the recurrence of 13, which is connected to the ancient witches, covens, or the Masons. Other examples include strange murals in the Denver International Airport, Masonic signs on the buildings, particularly in Washington, D.C., and pentagrams worked into city plans. Now, some of that is kind of weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on at the Denver airport, but there's definitely something weird with all that shit. But yeah, like, if you guys watch that video, I know like people can make convincing YouTube videos. Obviously, there's flat earthers, but like,
Yeah.
It's definitely something strange to check into.
Well, and then I sent you that one thing, that Denver Airport has more employees than any other company in Colorado.
It's weird.
It's a little weird to me.
Problem with any UN theory is UN is basically just globalization neighborhood watch group, LOL.
Pretty much. Let's see here. So this, of course, neglects the importance of the 13 colonies to the founders of the United States. On the other hand, this could be subject to still more paranoia. The question of why an organization bent on ruling the world without anybody knowing would then proceed to plaster its logo over everything is generally ignored. The lack of concrete evidence of plotting or of actions taken by the New World Order is usually ascribed to the skill of the plotters in covering up such activities, which is, it's tough, right? Because there always can be that one guy that just ruins it.
Yeah, for sure.
Most of the evidence... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, yeah, for sure, there's always people that... One fella.
Yeah, the one guy. Most of the evidence provided is fallacious. For example, in this video exposing the cult of Saturn, the first thing he shows is a child's game with cubes worshipping a rainbow cube, apparently resembling the Saturn cube. The rainbow cube, while giving the speech, is standing on 3 children blocks with the letters New World Order. And that's all it has for evidence.
Do you think, for example, like people like Alex Jones and stuff, you know, they're so extreme for it? Do you think, I don't know, like, now it's starting to seem that maybe if there is something out there, these dudes are there to make it sound crazy so people don't believe it?
So they're hired to give false...
To just be so fucking crazy with this group, you know? Like, obviously, you know, Alex Jones, everyone knows that, and he says crazy shit, and he's says he's a heavy believer in this stuff. Like, what if, you know, he's there to make people seem exactly this reason? Because I see it on, you know, Twitter all the time, like, these fucking crazy right-wing idiots believe Alex Jones and the New World Order, deep state, and maybe that's the reason they're there. There's a giant theory that... Alright, Forrest Jones, calm down there. But there is a giant theory that Alex Jones is a CIA agent, operative.
Right.
And if you watched, what's the show that Homeboy that's been touching little boys was on? The government one.
I'm not sure.
Fuck. What's that guy's name, do you know? Not mine.
I don't know which guy touched.
The big actor, and he just got charged with touching a 15-year-old boy. Fuck,
The one that was on House of Cards?
House of Cards, that's the show I was thinking of.
Oh.
Yeah. But House of Cards, there's an Alex Jones character in it, and he's a CIA operative.
Right.
And so, Maybe.
So what you're saying is it possible that they
Kevin
get,
Spacey, yeah. House Cards is what I was thinking of, but yeah.
they get hired potentially by an organization like this to go and make it seem just outrageous?
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't be surprised.
That's me, Forrest Jones.
The fastest way to make people not believe in something is make it seem extremely outrageous.
Exactly, man. That's what I'm saying. It's my belief.
Conspiracy theory
Yeah.
forest.
This is the show now. I'm gonna start ranting on here.
Do it, dude.
I'm fucking anti-Alex Jones. Oh, fuck, Jesus, I should start writing it down what I was gonna say.
Yeah, you should.
Because I forgot already.
Just
again.
use Google Docs, man.
I mean,
It's so
but
easy.
just barely, I said one more thing I want to finish up on, and then I forgot what that one thing was.
Oh, God damn it. You always do this to me. You get me so hard and then just immediately flash.
Yeah.
God damn.
Well, it's every day. I don't know, I keep forgetting to write it down. I get distracted.
You know what they say is a cause of short-term memory loss?
Fucking beer?
The devil's lettuce.
Oh, probably. Shit. This has happened like 5 times this year, and
Yeah.
it's proving fact that fact is real.
Yeah. Short-term memory loss, boys.
Fuck.
It's not good for you.
Well, I know something else I saw today. It's not what I was thinking, but
Is this turning on now?
yeah.
Okay, good.
But apparently LSD, what happens when you take it is since we're on topic of drugs, like I guess it blocks your receptors to block out unnecessary information. So and it blocks that, so you're receiving all this information at once, and that's what you perceive as tripping or something like that. And I was reading about it. Siri, I did not say your name once.
So, if that's true...
Then maybe some weird shit's going on. I don't know. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Actually, I can just pull it up on here because I saved it.
Because if that's true, that means that all the stuff that you see
Is it actually there?
is actually there.
Yeah. Let's see. I pulled...
I hope that's not true.
I'll see if I can
That'd
find
be weird.
it. Oops.
I'd definitely pass on knowing that knowledge.
I just gotta find it real quick.
How will your brain know what unnecessary knowledge is, though?
I have no idea.
Maybe that's why cats and dogs are always acting weird,
Did I
because they see
screenshot it?
that shit.
Speaking of cats, while I'm looking, my mom's new cat, Freya, she had like a version of a cat cold. Damn, I have so many pictures. But she had like what a cat's equivalent of a cold is.
Yeah.
And now fucking poor little Loki, OG Loki has it, and his left eye's like almost swollen shut.
Damn.
And he's a real sick boy. Let's see. Oh, this is a pretty funny thing too. We can talk about real quick.
Good thing he's a hefty boy.
Oh yeah, new study shows how LSD affects the ability of the thalamus to filter out unnecessary information, leading to an overload of the cortex we experience as tripping. So yeah, filter out unnecessary information, and it overloads the cortex, and that's what tripping is. So, which is weird. But this is fucking hilarious. Berlin, a 28-year-old German man who officially joined the ISIS forces in 2015 has recently escaped from Syria after he was allegedly turned into a sex slave by the ISIS forces.
Oh. Why is that funny?
Just because that guy joined ISIS and they turned him into a sex slave.
Ah, okay. Much more funny when you see the picture.
That guy, they were just pound towning that dude after he joined ISIS.
Oh, no. It shouldn't be funny, but if
He
you see the
became a
picture-
radical Islamic terrorist, and they just fucked him.
Y'all need to look up the picture. It's 10 out of 10. You're going to laugh.
He's a white dude with a ginger neck beard.
Yeah. Picture me, but less handsome.
Yeah. If Wes couldn't grow a full beard and was a furry,
Yeah, there you go.
and wore glasses.
That's exactly it.
He wanted to. It says more like in the article. He wanted to wage war against Western civilization, so he joined ISIS. And then they were just having sex. They tied him up and were just going to town on him.
Jesus Christ.
It's the funniest thing I've ever read in my life. You try becoming a terrorist, and then they just clapping that booty.
Yeah, they've just been clapping them cheeks ever since.
Oh, okay, Jesus. Oh, God.
All right, everybody. We're going to call it for tonight. I know some people just got in.
Yeah.
We've been going for a good 3 hours now. And time to go to work for this boy.
Yep.
Even though I'm tired. I just want to go to bed.
Right. Goodbye, everyone.
Here's our outro.
Oh, yeah, outro. Not goodbye yet. Watch the outro, and then goodbye. Later.
What in tarnation, an outro?
Hey, partners.
Thanks for watching the episode. I'm sure that we were stupid and silly and funny, and you love us. I'm glad you made it to the end. We want to show you the other stuff we got going on in our world. If you scroll down on our Twitch right now, you'll find our About Me, what's going on the podcast, different things like that. We have our links to everything down here. If you want to donate, you can. You don't have to. It helps us out. Here's our schedule for the next upcoming little while. There are streams that come